Evening, everyone. Oh, already. Argentina subscribed at tier 1. Evening, mate. Good to see you. Got Bradfield with me somewhere as well. Wherever he's hiding, he's back. Just for that, Argentina getting a night started already. I'll stick 100 bits in for it as well. Thanks, Argentina, mate. And good luck to him as well. I think he needs some points, doesn't he? He's towards the bottom, but hopefully he'll get some good points at Aston Martin tonight. He's got a pretty useless teammate in Bradfield, which doesn't help, but we'll see, we'll see. Who are we waiting for then? We've got 3 drivers on the way. Trying to work out who we're missing. I think Cowie's one of them in the Alfa Romeo. Williams we're missing. That's Jake the Slayer. We know he always turns up at the last second possible. And then we've also got the Ferrari, which is not quite sure who's meant to be in the Ferrari. But we'll soon find out anyway. I can't even have a quick look through the standings to actually remember who's in the Ferrari. It is Starbust, and there we go. He's just stuck in just selected his car now. So yeah, just waiting on 2 more now. Cowie and it's an AlphaTauri now we're missing. Jake is now in, but it's someone else we're now missing unless someone's just been kicked. So I'm not sure if Treesley is not racing, I've heard, so it's just Cowie, and then might get Alibi in for his own team in the AlphaTauri, so that might work out quite nicely. But got a minute for Cowie. Quickly check where he is. And then yeah, it looks like we'll get Alibi in the AlphaTauri. Evening to plotters. Thought I was already sub-saying Argentina. He's a champion of the bottom this season. Jake didn't join last. Yeah, I know, crazy. Yeah, quickly saying missing Trees. So yeah, just seeing. There we go. Bradfield's with us.
Hello.
So hopefully, yeah, Alibi can join in. I've heard Trees say he's not racing, so we'll get Alibi in to replace him. Good pace last night he had, but yeah, unfortunately he had yet another crash. But he'll have another go at it because he's going to race in the AlphaTauri. Yeah, I'm not sure where Cowie is either. Hype train is close. God, not this again. That was a bit of a expensive night for me last night. Level 5 hype train completed. That was absolutely brilliant. Non-stop. That was crazy. Brilliant night. I took up the whole of qualifying for Bill. That did. Bill doing the commentary. Happened to Jonesy a couple of weeks ago as well in the League One stream. That was brilliant. All very much appreciated, that was. But yeah. Anyway, Alibi is in, so we're just waiting on Cowie. I'm not quite sure where he is, but he is now a minute late, so. But we can get going. We'll get going as long as pit already up, and we'll get going. And if he turns up, if he turns up before I've passed him, he's not said anything. But he's not in before I've passed. That'll be minus points, obviously, because he's not told us why. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get going.
Let's go. Come on.
Interesting race, wasn't it, last night? I mean, not for me because I crashed out again. But it was an interesting race to at least spectate for most of it in the championship.
Did you have a whole dry quality and race then, or?
It was, yeah. It was. It was sunny the whole time.
I bet it won't be tonight.
Well, we'll see how lucky you are. Who didn't turn up same page? So Cowie's not turned up, but we're going. He's not told us he's going to be late, so we go.
Right.
Good luck, same page. Expensive day for Cryptic. Go on, make it even more expensive. Go on, 1,000 bits or none of those FIFA points. Come on.
Yeah. God, that game. I tell you what, like you said, the passing. It's all important, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Brutal.
Anyway, let's have a quick look into the standings then for Premier League. We've got Menace Max 104, Tango then 15 points off, and Tango's not racing tonight, so it's the first event of the season he's missing. He's not too keen on this track, I hear anyway, but yeah, so that'll be an opportunity for other people to close up. Irish is in third, just 2 points off Tango's, 18-point gap to Tommy in fourth. Plotters then in fifth with 54, Equals sixth, Tree Slayer seventh, who's not racing, Cowie is eighth, who, yeah, if Cowie doesn't, like I say, if Cowie doesn't turn up soon, then we'll get a reserve in. And then Dylan's in ninth. Liam in 10th, done that one race, unfortunately can't race again tonight. Potstuff 11th, McKenty 12th, Bradfield 13th, Theo 14th, Slayer's in 15th, after picking up points last week. Knowlesy's in 16th, not racing tonight. Starbus 17th, with 8 points. Farf with 7 points in the relegation zone. Sweet MGP with 6 in the relegation zone. It is Argentina at the bottom, with 2 points. Oh, and Cryptic has donated. Wow, he's still going with the bits. Well, I've got to top that up myself. 300, 400, what is he doing? He's gone absolutely mad.
He's a madman.
I think his bits button is broken. And there we go, 6 min myself as well. God, let's keep this going. He's still going, keep going. Love this, Cryptic. We need 3 people though to get the hype train going. We worked out last night for the first time. We're doing this 2 months over that now. I only worked out last night you need 3 people to actually do something to get hype train. And Dobrev's made that happen. 500 bits from Dobrev. Thank you very much, mate. Level 1. Hype train, let's get this done. And Cryptic's still going. I think his thumb must be broken or something.
Is he drunk?
He's got it stuck, or maybe he's drunk. Yeah, I think he's too young to drink actually. But and wow, already on 94% of level 1 hype train. That's incredible.
Wow,
that's a lovely start to leaving that. Yeah.
Keep going, boys. Keep going.
Keep that going. And we're there already. Thanks, Cryptic. Thanks to Dobrev as well for the 500 bits.
Brilliant,
loving it, mate.
Legends.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you.
Let's try and get the grid going. There's 1,000 saying Cryptic. Absolutely brilliant, mate. Thank you very much. I think he's got to the point. He spent so much on FIFA points. He's thought, stuff it. What's the worst that can happen? Anyway, let's go for the grid for tonight then. Yeah. So Mercedes got Albo reserving alongside Menace Max, obviously the Championship Premier League leader. Both on their outlaps at the moment. Who's actually on a lap? I think Albo is going to be first. Yeah, we'll watch Albo on his lap. I haven't seen much of him. Obviously, racing League One. Saw a bit of him when he crashed in at me in the reserve race in the Championship a few weeks ago in Australia. Ferrari teams Potstuff and Starbus, as usual. Yeah, they've been really quick, but not got it together so far in the races, have they? It's good practice for Albo tonight, by the way, for Sunday's race for him. Red Bull team Immortals reserving tonight. We've seen the pace for him. It's been incredible, hasn't he? In the Championship, definitely got the pace for this league. It's whether he can get the consistency in it. And then we've got Equals, his partner. Good to see him racing again tonight. McLaren's Young Tommy and Plotters, don't we know? And then we've got Aston Martin, Argentina and Bradfield, bottom of the constructors at the moment. They are struggling for points. Spain's a funny track. Lots of places you can lose it, just like where Albo's about to go now. Yeah, he had to back off there, and even still was risking it. He's taking that nicely though. And we got Lee, Alfa Romeo team McKenty, and we've got no one else as of yet because Cowie's still at Joydsville. Look to get another reserve in. Where is Swanee saying Dobrev? Yeah, I think his credit card's having a night off after yesterday. Anyway, Alpine, Varf and Irish New Potato. Irish New Potato doing well up in second or third, sorry, in the standings. Williams, Jake the Slayer and Dylan both still in the pits, and Albo is a 117.5 exactly, and Ruthless Venom, who's in the Haas, takes to our next team, 10th and a half off. He's also reserving tonight, and he's also got another reserve, Shadows, in the Haas team. So yeah, this is a lot of reserves. I think we've got a good 7 reserves tonight, and that's a lot for the Premier League. Usually only have 1 or 2, if any. And Starbus, 117.3 for him. Menace Max goes up to P on 116. Yeah. It's a great time for him there. He's next, then we've got McLaren coming up next as Plotters. So yeah, only 15 at the moment. It does look like we're going to... Cowie's not turned up, so we'll have to get another reserve in by the looks of it. I think there is a certain someone available. I think Mini Ramsell's available, so we're going to get him in. Just a banker lap there from Plotters. Immortals on the lap. Once Immortals done his lap, I think everyone else is then just on an in lap. Immortals up to P5, so I think that's just a banker for him. Irish New Potatoes now going to set free. Watch him cross the line. and then we'll send Millie Ramsel an invite. Sure, he's looking forward to racing in this. He is the next standby driver. Irish Potato, the 1:16.7. So he's 10th ahead at the moment. He's a 10th ahead of Menace Max. That could be the pole battle, but it's all incredibly close. Let's get up. I need two of them. Vintage has said that. I don't know his PSN. He's not on the custom list, so I'm not sure what his PSN is. If he's watching the chat, watching the stream in the chat, let us know what your PSN is so I can actually get you an invite. Immortal and Plotters, I think, are trying to improve her lap. Plotters is, by the looks of it. And Cryptic for another 100 bits. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, there's Immortal. He's a bit further back, but yeah, it'd be great to see what he can do in the Premier League. He's definitely got the pace to win it. Plotters crosses the line, 1:17.0. Yeah, he's on his second lap as well. Tyre wear's not the best round here. I think hard medium or hard soft is best. I definitely couldn't do soft medium. Oh, an Immortal. There we go. He does do a 1:17.3. 1:17.3. 1:16.7. I don't know where I got that from. Just ahead of Irish on his second lap, though. Irish's time was only on his first lap, so that might make a bit of a difference. Another 100 bits on Cryptic. Thank you, mate. I think this hype train's coming to an end at level 2, though, but even still, much appreciated. Thank you to everyone that's donated again. Yeah, so Bradfield, as he said earlier on, has retired, so he's choosing to start from the back. Yeah. Mini Ramsel still not told me his PSN, so...
Yeah, I'm trying to find him because I can't remember his name.
Am I allowed to set a lap saying Cryptic? Yeah, of course he is. Please do. Please do set a lap. And Menace Max has just gone again. He's on a 1:16.5. Sorry, I was trying to get Mini Ramsel in, trying to get his PSN. But Menace Max has gone up to P1. That'll be him done now, I'm pretty sure. It's a track you don't want to do too many practice laps on because it's such a huge risk that you can spin, as we've seen. I think especially it's turn 9, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't. Yeah, I think it's turn 9 or turn 8. But it's a nightmare. Just say that. Sweet MJP just started his lap then. Pot Stuff's a bit further ahead, going through that turn. I think as it stands, the top 5 are looking pretty good. Dylan's gone up to P6, 1:17.2. Yeah, that should be okay, but you never know, do you? Plot Stuff will be looking to get in the 1:16s. If he can, it's Mini_Ramsel. So if you can send that an invite, Justin, if you get the
so like, I think I'm friends with him, hold on, because obviously you've done a trial with him, didn't I? So
yeah, get up. Thank you for the follow, bad man. Follower number 961 as Pot Stuff goes up to P6, 1:17.1. So that's borderline whether he's going to be safe for that or not. There we go, Mini Ramsel's joined, so someone must have already sent him an invite.
Fantastic.
He is in, that makes a full grid. Young Tommy is coming out, well, now coming down into turn 1. Go through, whole lap with Tommy. Takes a lot of this curb. Yeah, completely avoids the curb in turn 2. You either go over it almost four wheels or completely avoid it. If you clip that curb, you're gone. You see some lovely bits of racing going through Sector 1 here, low in Spain. That's what it's brilliant for. Yeah, going really wide. You clip the grass, you can go spinning into the wall. Tight, narrow line there. I love Sector 1. Absolutely love Sector 1 around here, isn't it? In Sector 2, this one not so much. This bit here is a nightmare. You can easily lose it here. We saw Keza get disqualified yesterday. He had podium in every single race in the championship this season until last night where he got disqualified. See, that's the turn. You see some huge crashes through there, including myself yesterday. In qualifying and in the race, in fact.
This is a dodgy one. You
this
don't
one
hit
as well.
That touch
we
that
saw McKenty have a funny crash and end up over there last season in our second tier. But this has been a decent lap from Tomish. I think it's been enough to get him through. Starburst, by the way, in P4. It's a great time. Just got 1:16.9. Yeah, he's done a really good lap here, Tomish. I think he'll put himself and his teammate through with Liss. He crosses the line. 1:16.9. There we go. He's going to be through with that. Just ahead of Plotters into P5. And that battle between Ferrari and McLaren in qualifying recommences, doesn't it? Yeah, still a lot of cars in the pits. Jake the Slayer, I think, now getting himself out, and Equaz. Argentina's on a lap, Sweet MGP's on a lap, a bit further along. He's sweet MJP, so he's the one we're going to watch. Yeah, good evening to Mushroom. Am I starting the back saying Mini Ramsel? No.
You can
Go for it.
Go qualify, mate.
PlayStation, Badman, sorry. As Sen has been saying in the chat. So sweet MJP can do in his lap. I think it'll be close to Plotters and Pot Stuff. And it's a 10th off Pot Stuff, exactly a 10th. Really close time to Dylan that. And that top 9 it's really close, isn't it? I know the top 3 are a bit further in a way. Let's say 4th to 9th, that's 6 cars then, all within 3 tenths. So yeah, it's not a really long track, is it? 116s, 117s.
We won't see 150
tomorrow. I think we'll be seeing 115s. Oh, who's that spinning? It's Ruthless Venom. We've just gone flying past him, coming out of turn 2. And yeah, it's an easy place to lose it. He's got in-plate damage there. Argentina's going to have to improve on that time. I think he might be going for back-to-back here, and he needs to find more time in that. Towards the back, you've got Ecos and Jake the Slayer, both on their outlaps. They're about to start them. We'll see if Argentina's improving, though. Safest option, saying Mini Ramsel. Was how? I can't. I'm not quite sure what he's on about. But he's in his car. If that's what he was on about, he is in his car.
Get yourself out there.
Justin's just saying that because he wants to be 20th and not 19th. Another new follower. Thank you to Danver. Follower number 962. We're getting there. We're closing up on that 1,000. Argentina is a 10th and a bit up, but he does need to find quite a bit more than that. Gone a bit deep there. He's got to be careful he don't go wide, and he has gone wide. It's really harsh because he was hardly 4 wheels off there, but just about was, and that's enough to invalidate his time. He's going to come back in the pits now. Yeah, I think those tyres will start to be struggling around here, so we'll go on board with somebody else. Ruthless Venom, as we know, is coming in the pits with that damage, we presume anyway. Jake the Slayer's on a lap. Towards the end of his lap as well. Ecos is a bit further back. Yeah, he got some points last week, didn't he, Jake the Slayer? I think he finished 7th, which, well, lifted him out of the relegation zone at least. He'll be looking for more points to extend away from it. But as we know, it's not all about qualifying, is it? His quali pace has not been too bad. He crosses the line and he's done a 117.2. So again, I think that just catching on to the end of that battle, isn't he? In the low 17s. Yeah, I think they should be okay with that. Yeah, again, it's borderline though. If a couple more improve, as Ecos only done a slow lap. Shannon's on out lap. Mini Ramsel is on a lap, but yeah, it's not exactly a fast one.
Is he League 1 or League 2, Mini?
I don't know.
I think he's
in one of them.
1, I think.
And another new follower.
League 2.
Thank you to Charlie Pozo, and thank you to Jakey Cakey for the followers. Not up to 963. He's asking if he can join. I think he joined the server the other day and then left. So yeah, it's the same person. I thought it was me for a minute. Same name as me. Anyway, Jake the Slayer is going again. He's just over half a 10th up, so he knows he's borderline at the moment because otherwise he wouldn't be risking going for another lap. So even if he can just gain 2 positions here, get ahead of Dylan and Sweet MJP, that could be enough for him, for his mind at least, to tell him that he's safe. But he's gone a bit deep there, and he's going to make a poor exit coming out, and he's gone wide, and he's spinning into. Oh, he's so lucky. You are so lucky. He lost it at that. He first started to lose that when he went too deep into that little S section, and that affected his run onto the final corner. And to make up for it, he tried to take a lot of that curve, and the pit wall nearly chopped his wing off, chopped his wheels off. In fact, he's a lucky boy there, Jake, and I think he'll come in the pits and think himself lucky. But Equal's only up to P12 or 117.5, so he's struggling at the moment.
See what Mini Ramsel will do. He's in League 2 driver.
Yeah, where is he? He's gone ball in.
He's now coming on the pit straight. Start straight, sorry. 118.
118.6, so he's not too far off. Shadow's next on his lap. We'll watch him.
Shadow's been really good this year.
Yeah, he was really good. Been really good in the McLaren, hasn't he? So far. Anyway, let's have a look. So in terms of qualifying pole positions this season in the Premier League, 1 for Liam, 1 for Plotters, 1 for Treese, 2 for Tango and 3 for Max. So 5 of the 8 pole positions been by Mercedes drivers. And then we've got Treese and Liam not racing tonight, so it's Yeah, Mercedes looking like, obviously Tango's not racing himself yet.
Shadows, here he
It's
goes.
only Plotters and Max out of this grid have got pole this season. And it's
17.
P13, it's just ahead of Rufus Venom by
If he made a mistake
1700,
there, I
so
think he
that
could do
could
a lot
be...
better than that.
Yeah, I think Equos will be happy about that though, with Shadows being below him. I think Equos might be looking now and thinking he might be okay with that. He needs a lot of reserves behind to set quicker times. Obviously Alibi's not set a time yet. Farf and McKenty haven't set times after, but yeah. Either, they're next to even Farf and McKenty being next to each other in the standings makes me worry a little bit. So every time they're next to each other on the track, it gets a bit squirmish, doesn't it? To say it at least. But hopefully there's no incident between them today. We'll see. Immortals retired in the pits, he's happy with that. And Farf just coming out of sector 1 now, is a 21.9. Yeah, really pushing it to the limit in the Alpine. He needs points, he's in a relegation zone, Farf.
No, I think Farf will survive. I think he'll be alright.
Yeah, I think so. Even to KD as well. KD, of course, off the back of a win here last night. And Farf's going to get invalidated for that, yes. Awkward place that, but it's an easy invalidation, so we're going board with Alibi. He's not too far behind. Just come out of sector 1 as well. Yeah, it's a great race win from KD last night, as he said in his interview as well. Stayed out on those hard tyres after a late safety car. Cars behind the fresh softs couldn't quite get past. Yeah, Jamie M. Wright's been given a Q3 ban as well because of the
I didn't see that. I did see the messages. I didn't.
Incident
actually
where we
see
just
the incident.
forced Dan off onto the grass on the straight, and it was only a tenth between KD and Dan when they crossed the line at the end, so that really could have cost him the win. Oh, and Alibi's getting a bit wobbly there.
A bit wide there, isn't it?
Yeah, I do try and always remember to speak about the bans and the night before and the penalties that are given, because I know you watch the race and you're intrigued to see what happens out of it. But yeah, Jamie was clearly at fault for that. I said that watching it myself, and the comms team, I'd rather have been racing, but oh well, a crashed. Alibi crosses the line up to P11, and being ahead of that battle, I think he might be okay. But Equos is back out, so he knows he's in danger now, especially with Alibi setting that time. Ruthless Venom, and he's now going for another lap. Mini Ramsel's also on a lap. Farf is going again, and he needs to as well. Argentina in 17th. Yeah, at the moment we've got both Aston Martin and both Alfa Romeo going out. Yeah, Dylan's retired. He knows he's safe. Yeah, that top 10, the top 10 is safe. There's no questions about that. Oh, and Alibi's gone.
He's gone, yeah.
Why has he done that? He's 11th. He's doing it right. On board with McKenty. We'll see Alibi's car. I think he must have just gone too wide here, touched that grass, and then flung it into the wall. That's what I imagine would happen.
He's over touched the grass or put the power on too early.
And McKenty's backed off for this lap as well, I think. But yeah, Alibi is going to be out. Down in 15th he'll start, even though his time might get him through and he'll kick himself. Been up for a while saying KD. Yeah, definitely worth getting up for this, that's for sure. Ruthless Venom, and if McKenty's not on the lap, we're going board with someone else. Argentina, he's 10th and a half down coming out of sector 1. He needs to find time somewhere, because
come on, Argentina.
He needs a good 3 temps. I wonder where he's going to find it. He's got to absolutely go for it. He's got to push it to the limit. Might as well take every single risk out there, because he's going to be out if not anyway. McKenty's crossed the line, and yes, McKenty done. Checker flag. McKenty's going to be out, unfortunately. Mini Ramsel's 3.5 temps up. He managed to get his lap started. He's not 3.5 temps up. I think that's old. Yeah, he's just under half a tenth up. Argentina then, I don't think this is quite... Oh, he slid now. I don't think this is going to be anything from him.
No.
He stays out. He's going to complete the lap low. He is struggling this season, isn't he? He's going to cross the line, and I don't think he's going to improve. And no, he doesn't. So Argentina is going to be out then as well. It's only Mini Ramsel that can improve now. He needs a stonker of a lap as well if he's to make that happen. In fact, he needs to find a good 6 temps to knock Shadows out. So it does look like the difference is going to be the two Haas drivers. The difference between their time, 1700ths of a second. We said it as they crossed the line, how close it was, and that it could be the difference. And it turns out that that was the case, as Equos rubbishes those risks going out by going quickest to a 1:16.5, just ahead of Menace Max, sorry, to break that. Let's see if Mini Rams can improve. Can he at least get ahead of Argentina? He can. He gets ahead of McKenty as well, and he's 1,000th off Ruthless Venom. And in the end, he was only 1,800ths off Shadows going through. Incredible. So Shadows lucky. 1,700 to clear Ruthless Venom, 1,800 to clear Mini Ramsel. Great time there though from Eddie Ramsell, head of McKenty and Argentina.
Yeah,
so it's an all
mate.
Aston Martin back row, and then it's an all Alfa Romeo second from back row. So they've got to be, I don't think they'll be too happy about their qualifying session. But Ruthless Venom's the one that goes out with them just by the narrowest of margins to his teammate. Alibi will also be going out starting 15th after that crash. And those are the cars that you'll see into Q2. I don't think many will be putting the softs on to get through today, that's for sure.
No, definitely not.
Alright, quickly grab a drink and I'll see you for Q2. Let Justin talk some crap for a minute.
I'm here, yeah. I always like to talk a load of shit. Yeah, Mushroom is Argentina's pace. I don't think it's just the lack of time on the game, to be fair, mate, of Argentina, because he was rapid last season. New game as well, might not suit him, but yeah, he's really struggling. Right, just wait for you boys. Ready up. Here we go, Q2. Who's going to be the first one out? We've got Dylan now coming out. Gonna do a bank of that, I should imagine.
Yeah, I think it'll be scrub runs beginning the session really for most of them that go out the soft.
We've got Immortal, he's on the medium, so he's going to go for it.
Yeah, well, he's not come out the pitch yet though, is he?
Not Immortal. AC Immortal's out.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the softs.
Mediums. No, he's on the mediums.
Immortal's on the softs.
Oh, he's got medium tyres on mine.
AC Immortal, that Red Bull.
Yeah, he's got medium tyres on.
Bradfield.
Have you got softs on yours?
Pissed.
Honestly, I can see it. Just have a look on the stream.
Bradfield is pissed. He can't tell his colours anymore.
Honestly, I can see it on the stream. He's got softs on, but he looks like he's got mediums on.
We did have this in Menace match before, didn't we? He went through on the softs according to us, but the time he actually set was on medium, so maybe we got that again. But it's another Codemaster glitch by the sounds of it.
That's it.
Which I'm not too surprised at. We'll watch Dylan's scrub lap. Well, actually, we'll watch him. If he's apparently on the mediums, we'll watch Immortal's lap. Because that'll be a time that he's looking to get him through.
Mental.
Argentina, I wonder what he's showing up on his screen, because obviously he's out in Q1. I wonder if he's watching, see what he can see on his screen.
Listen, the stream, it's got soft tyres on, but on...
Yeah, I know, but on his screen, I just want to see what it says for him in the lobby. Yeah, Immortal is on his lap, and he's using ZRS as well, so it's an indication he might be going for it. Equals on the inters, he always does that. AC is mediums for me, saying Cryptic, so yeah, he is on the mediums, it's just appearing softs if you're spectating. Stupid game. So yeah, this is a medium run, this is a time that he's going to try and set to get himself through. Oh, he's got to be careful, this is an awkward place. If you clip that bit of grass, Cryptic, I'm not sure if that's what you did, but did you clip that grass to cause your crash? Yeah, Immortal. Oh, I fancy him possibly for a top 3 in qualifying if he makes through to Q3 on the so-called medium tyres. But yeah, it'll be an interesting one, that's for sure. The braking zone takes that really nicely. McKenty curb, as we call it. We know that's where he had his spin. Yeah, Dylan is a second or so off the pace, so that's definitely a scrub run from him. And Immortal then on these medium tyres.
Definitely.
First time I've ever said that, of seeing them red. He's about to cross the line. What sort of time is it going to be for him? For 1:16.8, you sure they're medium tyres? 1:16.8, that's an incredible time for Immortal if that is on mediums. but that's the time that I think is going to get him through, that's for sure. Sweet MJP is definitely on the mediums. It's a bit wide coming out the final corner though. Now onto the straight, DRS is open, he crosses the line, 1:17.3. So yeah, that was definitely mediums for Immortal looking at that time. Great time from Sweet MJP nonetheless. Ferrari's next across the line, the Starbust. And, oh no, that was just the start of his lap, sorry. Alpine of Irish New Potato on out lap. Tommy's on soft tyres, not using any RS, so that is a scrub run for him. He's got Irish in front, he's got Dylan behind, and Albo's having a bit of a spin there on those soft tyres. Yeah, that's where we saw Keza get disqualified yesterday. Awkward place that. We'll watch Starbust lap. Let Bradfield take you through it.
Let's go. Here he is. Oh, he's had a little spin. Oh, I don't know about spin, but he lost it a little bit there. This is the bit where I hate. Drops it. Oh, yeah, it's wobbled again. These two bits. Hate it.
That'd be hard in the mediums, especially the hards for the race as well. And the hard tyres round turn 9 must be
That's
an absolute killer.
Huge braking zone into this corner. Make sure you don't touch that curb as well. That's another one that spits you out.
Me, man, saying, what's this McKenty curve? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the McKenty curve. Oh, there's no one going round it at the moment. I don't know who's clapping in Bradfield's here, but he's obviously... Oh, an Irish invalidated. He's just being a naughty boy. Yeah, just seen Starbust got to P3. I think it's that young Tommy on lap. He's going quicker than Irish, so we'll show the McKenty curve. Remember last year, McKenty, he slid out here and just lost it. I'm not sure if it was last season or season before, actually. He bounced over this curb. His car went flying over into that wall, and he did. That's where his car's life was claimed. So, young Tommy then is just a scrub lap. I wonder if he's going to set it. No, he's just coming into the pits anyway. Starbust then coast at home. Not sure that's going to be enough to get him through. It's the only 3 genuine times set so far, and we think that Immortal time is actually on the mediums. Yeah, still says softs for us. Mercedes coming up, Albo on the soft tyres. He'll be coming to the pits. I think he's low on fuel. Menace Max just on out lap. Shadows in sector 3. Plotters just started his lap. Pot stuff all getting a bit wobbly in sector 1. Irish New Potato. Where's he on the track? He's going through sector 1 now as well. So yeah, we'll watch Shadows. He's going to be first across the line. Yeah, it was last season, the rain. Saying Cryptic, he remembers it. I think he was in the race, wasn't he? Yeah, Shadows has got his own curve. Talking to Shadows, here he is. He's up to P4. Don't think that'll be enough to get him through. Of course, he's, well, the man of the owner of the Shadows chicane in Monaco, isn't he? He's having a great race in the Renault with Woods last season. Running 3rd and 4th, I think they were. And, yeah, he just crashed, didn't he? Coming out the tunnel, that left-hander. Anyway, that was Monaco. This is Barcelona. And who's that going? So it's Dylan just on his outlap, getting out of the way. Got a Red Bull next across the line. It's Equos just on his outlap. Plotters is not too far behind. Further in front though is Potstuff, another P. We'll be naming him after you soon, Argentina. Yeah, so... Well, he's not crashing. Potstuff crosses the line, and he goes up to 4th just behind Starbust. Next is going to be Plotters to see what he can do. Can he get ahead of Lowe's Ferrari? Seems to be a great battle. I think he will, and he does. He's up to P3. He's ahead of Sweet MJP as well. Menace Max has aborted his lap, so I'm not sure he's made a mistake somewhere because he's not invalidated. Equals a little bit further behind him on the road. Hamilton straight, followed by the Argentina right-hander. Oh dear. Oh, and here's Equos then. And Max has left the session, so I don't know if it was a connection problem for him, why he started going slowly, but he's out of the session. Hopefully he can get himself back in, because he's not set a lap yet. He's definitely would be one of the favourites of pole position. If we can get through that Irish New Potato, did got to P2 in the end, on his second one on those medium tyres. And Bradfield's back after being clapped in his ears by the sounds of it.
Winched at.
Getting winched at. And shh.
Be quiet.
Be quiet. Here goes Equos. Lovely exit out the final corner. Gets onto the straight. Ferrari's going slow. Actually reversing. Equals up to P4 as Potstuff. I think he was facing the wrong way for a bit there, wasn't he? Clipped that inside curb. He was up on his time as well. So he knows that first time wasn't enough. He's got to cool those tyres down because now he's facing the wrong way again. Hopefully it doesn't disqualify him. As Irish New Potato does a 3rd run on those medium tyres. That's not healthy.
Wow.
but he's definitely through. He's definitely through before, so he's just done a lap for nothing. Surely that just wastes the tyre wear a little bit. He's going to have to start the race on those tyres. Starbus is pushing still on those mediums as well. Potstuff is now in the pits. I think, yeah, he might be having to put the softs on if he wants to get through. Still a few cars not set laps yet, and Manis Max still hasn't joined back. Hopefully he can as soon as he possibly can. The final corner at Spain should be named as the alibi corner after last night. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. He lost it there, didn't he, after having such a good race as well. We'll see a funny crash today, definitely. We'll see a big crash somewhere, but there always is in Spain, somewhere or another.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Hope it is.
You can't say
Quickly
that.
saying he sent Max a new invite. Yeah, it doesn't matter, I didn't need new invites. I'm joining for the same one, but obviously struggling with the connection at the moment, Max. Albo's now going to start his lap. Further in front, we've got Dylan, though, who's just started down to turn 1. He's a bit wide. Now he's clipping that curb. And he's low on ERS anyway, so... Oh, no, he's just set that up, isn't he? He's not on set up to go up to P7, so yeah, this is just an in-lap for him. So yeah, Dylan's done his lap. He's again on the train lap battle in front this time. Not sure it's going to be enough for him. Tommy's going through turn 1, Albo's a bit further in front. Not many cars out on the tracks. Irish New Potatoes in the pits. There's only 3 out on the track now. At the moment, Dylan is in lap, and then Albo, who's here just into sector 2, and Tommy about 5 seconds further behind the road. Turn 8, Wilson's corner. Yeah, we'll see if it's Albo's corner to take that name off me. No, he didn't. Oh, thought he was going to invalidate then. Here is turn 8 then. Bit of correction for some oversteer, but yeah, he takes that nice. Didn't even look like crashing there. Into the braking zone. Heaviest braking zone in the whole track. Over the McKenty corner. No one's taking that name away from McKenty either, are they? Again, it is just one of those tracks. You can spin at every corner if you get them wrong. And again, yeah, he's a little bit deep there, so the exit's not as good, but this has been a decent lap from Albo. Oh, sugar. Clicked on the wrong button. Albo across the line, he's only up to 9th though, so it looked clean, but wasn't particularly quick. And Tommy's invalidated. So does he come into the pits now, or is he going to go again? He's going again.
Yeah, he's got enough fuel.
He's got enough ERS, he's got enough fuel saved up. That claims my life in the Champions League. Baku pits is Wilson pits. Saying, oh, what have I done there? And Albo's left the session, so I'm not sure he'll be able to get back in time to get out for another lap. What have I done in Baku?
I don't know, well, this year.
Yeah. I never crashed in the pits there, have I? Tommy's a 121.8, he's 6 temps up, so yeah, I think he must have made a mistake in sector 1 on his oh no, because of course he invalidated the last lap, so that 6 temps up would be from his banker lap, so where he backed off would have been in sector 1 in this banker lap. There's a good medium lap by Albo, internet cut out saying Albo, so yeah, hopefully he can get himself back in as soon as he can. He's in 9th, so he might be at risk of going out here if he can't soon. And Max still hasn't joined him. Max is down in 14th, so I don't know what's happened to him, but he's probably got about a minute, less than a minute. He's probably got about 30 seconds to get himself in this session so he can get himself in the car. Otherwise Max is going to be out here. It's going to be a huge surprise. Well, not surprise really. Well, it is surprise, but not good to word it like that, because it's not his fault for what's ever happened. And Tommy's gone really wide out the final corner.
I hope that's correct.
He's back across the line, and he's up to P6. Good luck there from Tommy. 4th faster than Sweet MGP. And Max has just joined. Yes, Max has joined it. Now he's got to quickly join his car. He's going to have time for one go at it. What tyres did he go for, though, is the question now. Shadows is now on the softs. He knows he's got to go for them if he wants to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy is done. I think Pot Stuff's ready in the softs. Albo are ready in the softs as well. Dylan and Sweet MGP, I'm not sure if they will or not. Jake the Slayer's on the mediums, and he's going very slowly. Farfus out, and Max has left again, so I think that's it. I think Max is going to be out then. He's left the session again. He's obviously struggling with his connection tonight. He's not saying anything in the comments. Maybe he's staying away from the stream to try and help his internet, if that's the reason why he's out. But yeah, gutted for him, because he always is one of the favourites, pole position. He's a leader in the Premier League, and he's looking like he's going to be out. But yeah, he can do anything. If you want to be a true champion, you've got to get points in a nitty-gritty races like this. Jake the Slayer in 12th then. Of course, not on a proper lap, but he will be starting it in a minute. He'll have time for 2 runs if he wants 2 runs. And we've just seen, I think, Tommy coming into the pits in a minute. Shadders about to come around the final corner. He's lapping the soft tyres, but it getting through. He's only 9th on the softs there, Shadders, so I think that'll be a sigh of relief to Sweet MGP and Dylan. Jake the Slayer just starting his lap there. Let's watch. Where's he going to go wrong? Not as yet. Oh, you don't be getting the grass too much there, but you have Irish and Nikos retired their safety through on the mediums. It does say Immortal's done his time on the mediums now, so that's managed to fix itself somewhere. Jake the Slayer, not so bad through sector 1, apart from that little spell where you get the grass. This is the awkward bit, though, the awkward little 7 and 8.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
It is, I can't stand this bit.
No.
He's done okay there, though. And now we're going through turn 8, and again, yeah, he's done really well. Let's see what his sector time's going to be. It'll be up on his previous times. Of course, that was a slow lap, 4.4 seconds. Can he get ahead of Albo and Potstuff? Can he get ahead of Shadders? Shadders' time was on the softs.
Yeah, I think he can if he keeps it.
It's less than a tenth between 6th and 9th, and that's a really, really close battle. He's got a bit wide there, though, but he's okay. He's managed to recover it. Hopefully that Mercedes in front gets out of the way. He might get a bit of a tow from it. No, he won't on straights. He's cocked up the final corners, Jake.
Yeah.
See what he does. DRS is open. Jake the Slayer crosses the line, and he does a 1:17.7, so he's up to P10. And we're seeing Shadders on a second run on those soft tyres, up to P3, but he's starting the race on 2-lap old softs now. It's not ideal. Potstuff is on fresh softs. Albo is going again on the mediums. Farf is doing a lap on the mediums. Max is out. So Menace Max, Premier League leader, is out in Q2 because of connection issues. He couldn't get a lap set. The other Mercedes of Albo is only just up on his time, so it looks like he's in big trouble as well. Farf went up to P10, but that is it. Farf, he's done. He's at big risk now. He's only 1200 to clear Jake the Slayer. Jake the Slayer is up on his time. He's got Alba in front as well. He might pick up a bit of a slipstream. Potstuff's going to be through and knock Farf out, though. He crosses the line. He's up to 5th on the soft tyres, however. Starburst going again on these mediums. 4 laps he's going to start. He's starting on 4-lap old mediums. Not the best, not ideal around here, is it? Jake the Slayer might be getting a bit of a distance, so as Dylan's retired in the pits. Yeah, Dylan can't do anything else. And his teammate might be the one to knock him out here if he can find 3 temps somewhere. Alba in front. I'm not sure he's gaining enough. He needs to find a good 5.5 temps to get ahead of Dylan. And Jake the Slayer, this is the bit where you don't really want to be following through sector 3. These tight corners. That's better from Jake. Go deep, not as deep there. And he's coming to the pit, so Jake is done. Jake is going to be out. What can Albo do? He crosses the line. He goes up to 10th. He's done it. By 100th of a second, he's knocked Dylan out in qualifying. So there we go. Both Williams are out.
That's a shock.
Alpine, Farf is out, and obviously Menace Max. But Albo's done it. He found a lot of time in that final sector by the sounds of it. And he knocks Dylan out by 100th of a second. Look how close that is. From 3rd down to 11th. And it is that top 2. It looks like it's going to be the battle for pole, isn't it? Between Irish New Potato and Immortal. Been robbed a bit of Menace Max being out. And obviously Tango not racing. But mediums are awfully here saying Jake the Slayer. Yeah, Irish New Potato and AC Immortal. Top 2 through. Both Ferraris, both McLarens also through, so that battle's going to carry on between them. We've got both Red Bulls in it as well. A great mix up between those 3 teams in Q3. Great job Albo saying Mushroom, Senna saying turn 8, 10 and 11, the chicane is so bad. Every corner around here. It's easy to lose it. Turn 8, I've got to say, is the worst one though, isn't it? We'll get the pole position poll set up very shortly. And yeah, well, I think the 2 favourites are going to be Irish New Potato and Immortal, but we'll think of a couple more to stick in there as well.
So yeah, I think Irish has found a little bit of consistency now, hasn't he, as well?
He has, yeah,
he has. If he gets that,
makes all the difference.
Sorted, he's 100% gonna be in the points.
You can hear my fingers typing. That's me typing my laptop, the pole position poll. Young Tommy's not quite at the same pace as some ahead here today, but Plotters looks to be a bit quicker. We'll stick Immortal, Mushroom, and we'll stick the 2 McLaren drivers in. Why not? Plotters and Tommy, and then we'll go for other. I think Ecos could be in the shout if other people make a mistake on their final run. Potstuff and Shadders are 2 through on the soft, so yeah, you'd expect them to be towards the back if they've had to get through on the softs here, but you never know. They put the right lap together. It's more than possible. Q3 about to go then. Get your votes in for who you think's going to be on pole position. back just in time for Q3, saying Kieran. Guy is fast, saying out Senna about Albo. He reckons he'll be on pole. Wow, that's a shout. So far, wow, we've got 7 votes and none of them for Irish. I'm going to change that. I need to get a vote in for Irish on there. There we go.
I think, yeah, Irish is definitely a shout.
4 for Immortal,
Wow.
1 for Plotters, 1 for Tommy, 1 for Irish, 1 for another. But Immortal looks like the favourite then, from what people are telling me, talking of Irish. So here he is coming out of the garage.
He's out.
And he's second car out because we've got Sweet MJP in front, so he's going to get the viewing rights as it stands. Another vote in there for Irish New Potato as well. Good to see. I think he deserves that.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
But we'll see. So we've got a couple of minutes to see what you think. Get your votes in. Another vote there for Irish as well. He's up to 3 now, so 10 votes in, 3 of them for Irish. He's gaining confidence from the viewers.
Yeah, he's a top driver, Irish.
Another vote for Tommy as well, so Tommy's now overtaking Plotters. As we see in the Champions League in Netherlands, 2 of the top drivers you expect for pole didn't get their lap set towards the end on their final run when the track was quicker, and that made all the difference. They were the quickest throughout the whole qualifying session, but when it mattered they didn't get that lap in, and that was it. They ended up, I think it was Black Box and Lynx, they didn't get pole, did they? No, who got pole? I think it was Lynx that got pole. There's 2 others that didn't. It was Sully and then Black Box that didn't get their final lap in, then Sam Swift took second. Now, it was nearly 2 weeks ago, wow. Can't believe I remember all that.
It flies
So-
by these league races, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I think we're halfway next week. Halfway point next week is crazy. This is lap 9. Obviously, it's a lap 9. This is race 9. Obviously, it's shorter season. Only 20 races. It would be 23. But the new tracks were sorted out at the beginning of the season. Anyway, Sweet MGP has started his lap. Go for an overhead view of him. Into turn 1. Oh, he's opted to take that curb. Sparks fly up from the back of the Alpha Tauri. If you can go over that curb fine, as long as you go well over it. It's if you clip it, you're buggered. Sector 1 is a 120. It's a 21.7. It's a good sector 1 time from Sweet MGP. Yeah, maybe with yeah, he's a bit of a dark horse here. Maybe Sweet MGP. It's a great sector 1 time, and this lap has looked absolutely brilliant. It's the first lap we looked at with the overhead view and not the onboard one. But his lap's looked pretty good so far. I can't fault it. It's neat and tidy, but quick as well. Yeah, comfortable out of turn 8. Lovely camera angle that is. Look how wide he's putting that car, almost 4 wheels wide, pushing it to the absolute limits here. Can he keep it together through the McKenty chicane? Yeah. And then almost 4 wheels wide. This has been a fantastic lap from Sweet MJP. Clips that apex. Yellow flags from McLaren. And that's, I'm not sure who that is, but they've had a spin. It's Plotters. So Plotters has had a spin coming out of turn 6. We'll see, that's 7, sorry. Sweet MJP is a 1:16.7. That's a great time from him there. I think it'll be beaten though. Even though it's a lovely time. Irish New Potato is the one that's next. Coming out of the final corner. Second favourite for pole position according to Lees, and it's a 1:16.2. That's a great time. That's going to take some beating. The next one across the line is Immortal, the ones that the viewers think are going to beat it, and he does by a 100th of a second. That's incredible how close that is. Albo's going to be next. We had a shout for Albo, I think, from Senna saying he's incredibly quick too. He's nearly a second off the pace at the moment. Young Tommy's going to be next. Plotters obviously made a mistake on his lap. Tommy's up to 4 tenths off the top 2 though. Plotters, yeah, he had a spin on his lap. Next is going to be Pot Stuff up to P6, 1:17.1. She's a bit off the pace at the moment. Equals, it's just an out lap. Shadow's in the pits after using the set of softs to get through. Starbus, the only one left on his final run, and he has aborted his lap. Can't go against the pole man AC. So yeah, we said beginning of this session, it looks like it's going to be between Immortal and Irish. Starbus 7th for that banker time. And yeah, early on in the session, I don't think they can be caught with those times, to be honest. It's a big gap, 4 tenths to the next best with Tommy in 3rd.
Yeah, I think it's a battle for P1 and P2, isn't it?
Does look like that way.
Definitely.
Plotters trying to get a bit of a toe from teammate there as well, and he is up on his time of course after that spin in his first lap, so we'll see what Plotters can do. Wonder if anyone else is going for a second run. Immortal's not. I don't think Irish will be either. No, he's not. One of the Mercedes of Albo is. We'll quickly get. No, he's not as well. So Plotters is going to be next, and then we'll see Starbus not too far behind. Coming out the final corner then. DRS activated. Plotters crosses the line. He's up to 4th. Makes it McLaren 2nd row. What can Starbus do about that? Nothing, because he's miles away. It was pot stuff. It improved by 3 tenths, and he's gone up to P6. And Starbus, talking of Starbus, he's lost his front wing. Where's he done that? So he's done it at the McKenty chicane. We missed it. McKenty will be delighted to know that someone else has crashed off there, and he's not the only one. Some in the same engine unit as well. Ferrari Starbus has lost it. Presume it's the same thing. Well, McKenty, I think his rear went into that wall. Starbus obviously got in differently. Got to stop that car so we can get in the pits. Equos came into the pits as well, so he invalidated his 2nd one. Shadow's going for a run now. It might be his only run, you find. And Kieran saying he voted for AC, and at the moment, yeah, by 100th of a second, he is on pole, isn't he, provisionally? And Starbus invalidates. It's just his outlap. Shadow, sorry, not Starbus. Potstuff's invalidated. Plotters has as well. They're both running laps here. It's all gone pretty quiet now. Sweet MJP's gone out though. Maybe he thinks he's got time for 3 runs. We'll see. Menace Max saying my internet decided to fail. Yeah, that's what we thought. Such a shame for Max. Starting down in 14th, but we know it's the times he's been reserving in the Champions League. I think he did 20th to 4th in one of the races last week or week before. We know he's got the ability to get through the field. He's not needed to so far in the Premier League, but he's done it in the Champions League, so he absolutely is capable of still challenging for the win here at some stage, depending on what happens with safety car and strategy. But I'm sure he'll be setting his sights on at least some decent points still, which are important, especially if Tango, his teammate, one of his nearest challengers in the title race, not racing tonight, so he can pull a bit of an advantage away. But Irish New Potatoes looking good, isn't he? And the McLaren drivers, they're the next challengers, I think, in 4th and 5th, and they're up there, 3rd and 4th at the moment. It's consistency for them. Didn't have a great week last week, but since, apart from that little blip, they've been brilliant, haven't they? Sweet MJP's now starting his lap. Shadows is a bit further in front, so we're going to see what Shadows is doing first through Sector 2. Turn the YouTube off, Max, post it later. And yeah, nice there from Shadows, getting the line absolutely perfect. Come on, young Tommy, saying Cryptic. Got another Tommy fan. Lots of lemon here, isn't there? It's opening up here. It's so hard to tell when you're going to do it. If you're swinging too early, you can spin. If you're swinging too late, you're going to go 4 wheels wide and invalidate. That's nice from Shadows. Clipping both the curbs, not flying over them, not bouncing over them too much. Really good little sequence there from Shadows. He's about to cross the line, and he's up to P7. Good time there in the 116s ahead of Albo. Albo himself is on a lap, but he's invalidated already just at the start of Sector 2. Sweet MJP then, he's down on his time according to the telemetry. Or lap data, sorry. I always say telemetry, but telemetry is the thing at the bottom. The lap data is the thing at the top right. Needs a nice final couple of corners, and he's cut that curb completely. So I think he'd already given up on that lap though, because that's a strange place to invalidate if he's done that by accident. Shadows looks like he's going again. I think he's put a couple laps of fuel in and then decided that's going to be it. The original Tommy fan saying Cryptic. Yeah, he is one of the original. Oh, take a lot of that curb there, Shadows. Bradfield's back for the best bit of quali, and Shadows is down this time, so we'll Albo's into the pits as well, but the top 2 are on laps, and Immortal is just on an extra banker lap. Irish New Potatoes in Sector 2. Oh, he's turning a little bit late there, which risks a bit of a spin. Coming out of turn 8, sorry.
Yeah,
Let's see what his Sector 2 time. Is he up on his time? He is by half a tenth, sorry. And that'll be the difference as it stands to get him up to P1. Immortal's going for that extra outlap to warm his tyres up more, and he's lost it. He's crashed. He's got wing damage as well. He's lost an end plate. He's not going to have time to get back in the pits. Irish New Potato sets this lap and doesn't make a mistake at the final corner. He's got pole. Here he goes, and I think Irish is on pole here. He crosses the line, and he does it. Yeah. And he doesn't improve by much, but it's enough. It's 3900ths clear of Immortal. Immortal's got wing damage. He's not going to have time to get back in the pits and get back out, so Immortal is done. Can Tommy or Plotters find half a second to get ahead of Irish New Potato? I doubt it. But if they can definitely challenge for pole as well. We'll see. Keep your eyes on the McLaren drivers. Who's that going slow? That's Sweet MJP just an out that. Pot Stuff's on his lap. Starbus is going to be next to cross the line. No, watch him, he's in sector 3. Still a couple of minutes left in this session, so they might be going for second laps after this as well. 100 bits, thank you very much, Swanshanks. He is. Someone said, where's Swanshanks earlier when we had the hype train going? Well, there he is. We thought he was having a night off, but he is back. And I'll respond to that. Starbus only P9 of his time. He's backed off now as well, but he'll have time to save up for another run. Equals now coming out the final corner.
Guys.
What can Equals do? He crosses the line. He's up to P1.
Oh, he's done it.
Wow. Where did that come
Surprise.
from? I didn't even think of that. Equals listened to us there and thought, I'm going to shut these stupid people up, didn't he? Because Equals is up to P1 on provisional pole. Wow, that's unbelievable. Didn't see that one coming. And Plotters is losing out the final corner, so McLaren drivers... Oh, and Plotters is going to spin if he's not careful. McLaren drivers really struggling. Only got one more run at it each. And they are both going for laps then. Potstuff's back across the line. He's a little bit up in his time. Can he get ahead of Sweet MJP? Yes, he can. In fact, he gains a lot of time in sector 3. He's up to P4. Wow. Ahead of both the McLaren drivers as well. Next up to Sweet MJP just on his outlap. Albo's also on his outlap. This is everyone's last run now, I think. Starbus is just saving up, I think, for... Yeah, saving up in sector 3. So we'll go on board with Equals. And this is now everyone's last run. Equals is not on a time though. As you can tell, he's saving up ERS. So next one is going to be Tommy's invalidated. Plotters is invalidated as well. So McLaren drivers aren't improved. Immortal and Irish are in the pits. So I don't think we're going to see many more actually improve. Sweet MJP still can. Albo's invalidated. Starbus back across the line to start his lap. So it looks like Equals has got it, you know. But Irish in the pits. And Pot Stuff has gone really wide there. So I don't think he's going to be gaining any time, is he? No, he's nearly a tenth down. Pot Stuff. And yes. Unless he finds a lot of time in sector 3. Yeah, he needs to find a good 3 temps. I think that's all done then. Sweet MJP's the only one that can really challenge it now, isn't he? Thank you very much for the bits, guys. Cryptic and Swanshanks getting themselves in there with that.
Thank you, lads.
Love it. Absolutely love it. And he's invalidated. Yeah, he's invalidated. Just gone there, isn't he? Just check my phone. Albo's invalidated. Only Starbus can improve now. We think it's Equals on pole position, but we've got to watch Starbus just in case. You never know. I don't know why we're not getting hype train for this, but we've got bits everywhere. He's a tenth and a half up here, Starbus, so it's really compact, that field, isn't it? If he can find a good few temps in the final sector, he could go up to as high as 4th. I don't know what his first lap's final sector was like, so... Oh, he's not going to gain any time now. Yeah, it's all over. So there we go. Equals is on pole position, and I don't know who voted in other, but that's crazy. No one would have thought that was going to happen. Equals is on pole. His teammate Immortal was in 3rd after that spin. It wasn't between Irish and Immortal in the end. Irish in 2nd, Potster 4th. Good time there from the Ferrari. McLaren's a 5th and 6th. We'll go through them all again in a second. And where the hell is this hype train?
Where is it?
Can't see this hype train. Where is it? Where is my hype train? Got 3 people donating. It should be there. So there we go. Yeah, 7th Sweet MJP, 8th Shatters, 9th Alba, and Starbus just couldn't get that time set at the end. Otherwise, he would have been ahead of both those reserves towards the bottom. You'd have thought. Where well, Equals in the comments as well. And yeah, he shut us up, hasn't he? Because we didn't mention him to be in contention for pole position, and he's absolutely blitzed it, hasn't he? So well done to Equals. And another 100 bits from Swanshanks, and more from Cryptic as well. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. Jonesy's in there, the Swanee emote as well. Another 100 bits from Cryptic too. Got to co-race now, Swanshanks, so he's going to have to give up and concede to Swanshanks in this bit battle, isn't he? Oh, wow. Love to see it, don't you? Let's get race ready then. There we go. We took the mick out of McKenty. Give him a name, didn't we? Giving him the McKenty corner name, so gift him a sub as an apology.
Here, mate. Gambling here. big time.
You start on hards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You got to put them on at some point, really.
If I can survive it, I'm quite good on my tyres. If I can survive.
If somebody slams 1,000 bits in, you will hit a level 2 hype train, saying Jonesy. You're alright. I've done enough.
Right, Jonesy, it's all yours, mate.
Go on then, Jonesy. No. Oh, and I think Equal's getting keen. He thought it was the start of the race. He's gone flying off. Bradfield set the lobby up, so I was worried that he's left the formation lap on. Swanshanks with 300 bits. Wow, Swanshanks, thank you very much, mate. He's got an infinity in his bank account. That's crazy. So yeah, only 2 on softs there. Potstuff and Shadders, the 2 that got through the queue. 3 on those softs. And then on the hards we got Farf, Jake the Slayer, Alibi and Bradfield. Yeah, I think Bradfield starting with P20, he's just got to hold back at the start. Let the ones on the mediums through in front. And then see how that goes. Yeah, you don't be fighting at the start. There's lots of space here. There's lots of dust being kicked up as well in front of Bradfield. Yeah, Equals though leading the formation lap. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, he's not had the best of seasons, has he? Let's have a look. I know he's missed a couple of races, Equals, but he's not had the best start for the amount of pace he's got in the standings. I'll tell you what, saying that he's in 6th. So no, I'm talking absolute crap. He's in P6 in the standings. What's his recent results then? Let's have a look. So yeah, he didn't race last week. Week before, he didn't get any points either. I don't know if he didn't race again or not. And then the week before, he didn't get any points either. So yeah, Reese of late, he hasn't done too well. I think last 3 races, he's not raced all of them, but he's not got any points. So Equals back up to P1. It's good to see. Loving that. Irish New Potato in P2 though. It was quick for Equals. Yeah, very keen to get this started. Very excited, I think, about being where he is. No, thank you very much for the bits, guys. And good luck saying Tommy as well. Tommy, of course, starting in P5, his teammates sharing the 3rd row. Yeah, we got Alfa Romeo sharing that 9th row, and the 10th row shared by the Aston Martin drivers, and Bradfield's making everyone's tyres cold. And more bits from Cryptic. That's me done now saying Cryptic. I don't blame you, mate. Thank you very much. Very generous indeed. Anyway, time for the race. Yeah, spends more money than Liverpool do.
Oh yeah, to be fair, he does, yeah, to be fair.
Where's the lights? Where's the lights? Have we got revs?
Yeah, ready to go.
Lights out and away we go for real this time. Wow, Equals gets a fantastic start, and his Red Bull teammate does as well. It's a Red Bull 1-2 already. Young Tommy's going side by side of Irish New Potato down to turn 1. Irish is late on the brakes. He manages to keep that P3. And we've seen Tommy, yeah, he's got past Potstuff. Plotter's still in 6th. There's a Ferrari going off, I think a Starbus. He's gone flying over the gravel. I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. I think it's a bit of a glitch off it, but look at this battle we got going on here. And there's dust being kicked up everywhere. Dylan's lost a place. Farf's going down the inside. You can see Farf. He's going to get hit by Dylan. Oh, he manages to just about pick it up without sliding off the track. Jake the Slayer and Starbus side by side. I know it's a different camera angle. We seem to be getting all the action here, and Farf's gone off. He's gone off, and McKenty's trying to go down the inside. Don't say they come together again. McKenty's up to P12. He's had an absolutely fantastic start. Jake the Slayer getting forced a little wide, and he's lost a place to Millie Randall too. Ruthless Venom getting passed by Jake the Slayer. Jake the Slayer's not had the best of starts, has he? Great start to the race though. Cryptic Alibi now looking to get past Ruthless Venom too. And we see further down Farf. Oh, that's taken a funny line, and Jake the Slayer's had to slam the brakes on there too. Some dodgy lines going on there. I think they're really struggling on the hard tyres. Menace Max fighting with McKenty. Menace Max looking to keep that P11, and he's already gained 3 places. Great to see Max fighting through the field. Hopefully he'll be up there soon as possible. And watching all the action in the midfield, finally get a chance to do that in the race, just because all the gaps towards the top are pretty spread out already after 1 lap. Although Plotters is putting Potstuff under some pressure. He's going to go for it down turn 1. Potstuff's on the soft tyres. He's meant to be the one that's chasing up. He should be the quicker one, but he's catching. Sweet MJP's under pressure from Albo, and then Shadows on those soft tyres looking good. Might be looking for a move on Albo if he gets a good enough exit here, and he can't. But Dylan in 10.
Oh,
Max close, and that's Jake the Slayer that's had a spin on the hard tyres. Jake the Slayer's fallen down to the back of the grid. He's got it going again though, and he's got no damage from what we saw. Yeah, good start for Immortal off the line. I was going to say Irish New Potato never really gets the best start off the line. He didn't layer either. What's this dust crap so much? Yeah, there's dust flying everywhere, wasn't there? When we were looking at the onboard at the beginning, that would be pretty off-putting the racing. Yeah, pots up on these soft tyres. Just he's struggling, isn't he? He's over a second off the car in front as well, so he won't get DRS when we get that activated when Ecos crosses the line to start the next lap. But great clean start, brilliant that one. No instance on that one. Position change. Have a quick look at that. And yeah, McKenty, what start he had. Starbus lost some places, Alibi's lost some places too. Obviously Jake Slay after that spin, but what a start from McKenty. Max gaining 3 places as well. He's had the second best of starts, which he needed as well. Equals fastest lap. Irish New Potato going even quicker though. And he's gained on Immortal. Don't think he'll be close enough to challenge him this time. DRS is now enabled. It is a Red Bull 1-2. Alpine in P3, McLaren looking pretty good as well, aren't they? In 4th and 6th. Place going for Tommy, and Albo's lost it. Albo's had a spin as well, clipped the inside of turn 2, isn't he? And then gone spinning around, and he's down to the back now. Jake Deslay's actually still last, isn't he? So that's the second spinner we've had. And Tommy's falling off DRS and Irish New Potato is incredibly quick. Really quick he's looking. And Immortal here, obviously he's just reserving for Red Bull. He might try and look and do his teammate a bit of a favour here. But penalties round here are awful. Penalties are really hard. There's some places you could get one every single lap, so they could really come into it, especially with safety cars towards the end. Good start for the Aston Martin drivers. Started 19th and 20th. They're both going 3 places, I think, thanks to 3 errors from the drivers that have fallen to the back. But they've got to pick up those places when they get the chance and avoid making mistakes themselves. Yeah, pot stuff, his strategy's really not worked from his quick in quali, wasn't he, in Q3, but Q2 he had to go to the softs and he's not pulling away on them at all. That might just be a matter of a few laps before he comes in for his pit already. And fastest lap goes to Immortal this time. Yeah, Plotter's really gaining that DRS. The DRS is so powerful. Look at the pace advantage he's got here. Look at the pace advantage. He sweeps past in for P5 there, Plotters. And now we can try and catch back up to his McLaren teammate and they can put on a bit of a battle. And talking of a bit of a battle, it's about 6 attempts between the top 3 here. Bradfield could get a result here if he's sober. I doubt he's sober. He couldn't tell what colour of tyre was earlier. He's busy concentrating. I don't think he's had too much to drink tonight, so he hasn't. There we go. So expect the result.
Struggling on the hards.
You will. Everyone is. Farf's lost a couple of places. Oh, in fact, no, he hasn't. Gained a place. But yeah, everyone on the hards, like I say, Alibi and Jake Slayer, the other 2. And they've already had a bit of a spin, haven't they? But Alibi's race pace is quick. He was quicker than me yesterday, so if he is catching you, don't, that's not a surprise. And yeah, young Tommy's joined this battle already, isn't he? It's a bit of a train going on now, and Plotters will be looking to join it pretty soon too. He's got to be careful that DRS on the straight, that pot stuff doesn't get that place back. Young Tommy then. Oh, and Equaz has spun. Equaz is out of the race. The race leader's just crashed out of the final corner. We get a safety car. Oh, that's such a shame for Equaz. He was dominating, wasn't he? Pole position, leading the first 4 laps of the race. And he's lost it under traction at the final corner. I reckon he went wide, went 4 wheels off over there, and then came flying in, smashed into that pit wall and has lost a wheel. Same thing as what Alibi did yesterday. But from the race lead, Equaz is out of the race. The pole sitter is out. His teammate Immortal takes over the lead. Irish New Potato in second. McLaren up to 3rd and 4th now. And yeah, I think there's a few drivers. Albo, Jake Desday will be happy with that safety car. Bunches that field back up after their earlier spins. Big shame to Equaz. Was really looking forward to that race between those Red Bull drivers and the McLarens and Irish towards the front, but it's not to be, unfortunately. I think Equaz. That's the thing though, you've got if you're going to fight, you've got to push it hard that final corner, because the DRS on that straight is so powerful. If you don't have a good exit out of that final corner, you're going to get swamped if you've not got DRS, and I think that's what Equaz is worried about. So he had to push it with that good exit, and unfortunately that's the risk you pay sometimes, the price you pay. Too eager on the ERS, saying Equaz, so no, it might not have been going for a good exit, so he's trying to activate his ERS too early. I've done the exact same crash at Netherlands when I was fighting for a lead with Menace Max in Netherlands in League 1 last year. I activated the ERS too early, and that's obviously a steep hill as well. And yeah,
Jeez, my heart's
yeah,
got
exactly.
9%
And
already.
Pot Stuff is in the pits. Yeah, Pot Stuff will be happy about that. Shadow's in the pits too. I think everyone else will stay out. There might be drivers towards the back that come into the pits, so they've got nothing to lose. Alibi is, yeah. So we might be going to a medium now, or possibly a medium soft might be possible from here. In fact, yeah, I think a medium soft's possible from here, just about. If he's good with the tyres. Albo's in the pits too. Jake Stayer's already pitted. He was that far behind, he got to pit earlier. But Immortal leads the race. Going to try medium, saying Luke. Well, yeah, I mean, depends. Obviously, under the safety car, a couple of laps needs mediums as well. Be able to cool them down. I mean, if he can save the tyres, if they're not too bad, when you get to around lap 20, if you think they can still go another few laps, and try medium soft. He's only reserving. Might as well go for a bit of an adventurous strategy. Medium to soft is fine from here, saying Kieran, yeah. So he's agreeing with what I've recommended Cryptic to do. Yeah, medium soft from the start. No chance for me personally. It's so hard, the tyres around here. They can go a while. It's just when they are. As soon as they get to about 40-45% worn, he starts sliding a lot, like there. Stay out for another lap here. The safety car will. Yeah, and the critic's saying he just wanted to get off those hard tyres. I don't blame him. Yeah, they're a nightmare, aren't they? But Bradfield's staying put with them. Are you going to stay out?
No, I think I'm going to pit for mediums.
You can go medium soft from to the end from here. If you do, well, Cryptic, you might as well pit as well for more mediums. And then you can do medium soft with less lap on the tyre wear. But no, he hasn't. Bradfield will come out last, but little does that bother him.
Nope.
Horrible things saying Cryptic, yeah. They are indeed. Bradfield will come out in last, only just behind Jake the Slayer. I'm sure he'll be pleased to know.
Oh, I'll let Jake the Slayer do the carnage.
Oh, Mini Ramsell's just crashed. What's he done? He's crashed coming out of turn 2. And Mini Ramsell's out of the race. Well, he's just crashed under the safety car. He's just lost it. I don't know if he's hit the curb. Oh, that's a strange incident to have under the safety car. But yeah, Mini Rams will make his debut in the Premier League Reserve tonight. He's the second DNF. It's a strange one. I'm sure he won't be too pleased about that, but yeah, 2 DNFs. There we go, Bradfield's caught back up to the pack, so I just think the safety car will be in this lap. I don't think Mini Rams will crashing under the safety car will affect when it comes in, but we'll soon find out. In real life, obviously it would, but we know this game's nothing like real life, and the safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, it's in.
See what Immortal does off the restart. Then it's such a hard place to restart, because, like I say, you're going to get swamped. Same as Russia on the straight. If you're pole position in Russia, it's unlikely you're going to be first down to turn 1, like as Norris found out last Sunday. Yeah, same here really, in the sense that the restart is really important. Do you take it up to the line or do you go early? I'd go early. I'd go now. I'd go now. And I think Immortal already has gone.
Is he gone? Is he gone, is he?
He has, yeah, and he's got a decent enough restart. Let's see if anyone slides come out the final corner, because it's really easy to do so. I think we're all okay, but yeah, it's a good 8/10 advantage for Immortal. It's a lovely restart. You either go really, really late or really, really early, and that's exactly what he did, the latter. No one really challenging him apart from Dylan. He's going to go around the outside. He's late on the brakes as well on Sweet MJP. What are they going to do? They're side by side. I think Dylan... Oh no, Dylan just about backs off it. And Menace Max in P7 now. Looking to get 2 moves on here. Sweet MJP's had a shocker of a restart. He's already 2 seconds behind the car in front, which is Plotters in the McLaren. So McLaren are looking really good. They've got nothing behind to worry about. I wonder if Dylan's going to go for it here, and he does. He does, but he thinks against it. But Sweet MJP locks up. It's going to allow Dylan to go side by side still. And he's going to have to back off here as well. Farf in 8th on the hards. Doing a good job keeping up with this too. And McKenty in 9th has had a great start. And Max got to be careful, don't get a warning there. He's just about all right. And there, look at the gap already between 4th and 5th. McLaren will be loving this. I don't have to sweet MGP at the restart. If you have a bad restart, you spend a whole lap defending from cars behind. It costs you so much time. And yeah, everyone behind up to Argentina in 12th is really close to P5 now with this battle going on. It's just about started to get it together, though, sweet MGP. I wonder if he'll have enough to stay in front of Dylan this time round. Obviously, when the DRS becomes available, it'll be a different story, but I think, yeah, sweet MJP's just about done enough. Dylan's used all his deploy, so he's going to be under pressure from Menace Max. I think Max might have this. Dylan's using his deploy now to try and defend, but Max has got plenty more. I think Max might have this. Oh, but Dylan's turned in, and it's a side by side between them. Max on the outside, and Dylan, oh, I don't know what happened to Dylan there. He just seemed to go straight and almost clip Menace Max. Farf's now going for it, and Dylan as well. He's on the hard tyres, Farf, and Shadders has lost it. Shadders has had a spin coming out of turn 2. Farf on the inside of Dylan. Dylan's on the medium tyres, but he just can't seem to fire him up at the moment. He's lost the place to Farf as well. I don't know what's going on for Dylan now. I don't know if he's got minor wing damage, if he's clipped someone or what, but he can't seem to get these medium tyres to work at the moment. He's under pressure from McKenty now as well. He's gone deep in that corner. He must have wing damage, Dylan. I don't see where he would have got it from, but he's really struggling. And already, yeah, Menace Max can now put a charge on to try and get sweet MJP. Have a look at Dylan in this corner. He weren't too bad. I'm not sure he has got wing damage, you know. I don't know if he just couldn't warm those tyres up, or I don't know what was going on for him. If he's got any sort of wing damage, I'm sure he'll pit. Yeah, Farf on those hard tyres is lovely for Menace Max, because Farf's not getting close to Max being on the hards. Max can just swamp through on sweet MJP. Possibly not now, as Farf gets a 3-second penalty. That's one of his downsides. He gets a lot of penalties. Yeah, I think Max might have to be a bit more patient, but when he does get past sweet MJP, he can just try and close up to those McLarens, can't he? And then it is back to a good podium chase for Menace Max after a P14 in qualifying through no fault of his own. Dylan's getting back past Farf because Farf's lost it. I don't know if he reset back to track or he just flipped the curve and spun back perfectly, but yeah, struggling on those hard tyres. He's down to 16th now, and Bradfield's just behind as well in the mediums. Bradfield will need to try and get past if he can, because Farf will hold him up. Gone swing it down the inside. No, he's not really. He ain't got the bolt to do that. All the skill.
No.
So look further up. Max on sweet MJP will have DRS this time. There's a bit of dust being kicked up there. Yeah, sweet MJP's got a good enough exit. Seems to have calmed it down now, but he's still losing time to the cars in front. By the way, battle for the lead. Immortal is still in the lead. Irish in protect half a second off. I think we've got to watch him on the straight as well. Almost a third of the way through this race when they cross the line. Mini Ramsel can't believe he spun. Yeah, such a shame for him, especially on the safety car. And Irish in protect getting a bit out of sorts there through the final couple of corners, which I think Immortal will now have enough to defend. He sets the fastest lap of the race as well. But look already, look at the time closing down. Look at the cars, look how close they're getting to each other. There we go, he's gained a good 6 tenths there easily. He's going to go for it on the inside. No, he's not. Menace Max getting past Sweat and GP. The straight here is the strongest on the calendar. You can gain close to a second if you get a good slipstream, use your VRS and have DRS on the car in front and overtake them. It's crazy. Max is now, all he's got to focus about is what's in front. Tommy's just about falling off the top two. Now, yeah, we did say Immortal and Irish in qualifying. Two favourites of pole off the equals came up and swung a surprise there, but he's out of the race, and now those two are the two pulling away with the race, aren't they? Tommy and Plotters are the nearest two challengers, and already Max has gained a good few tenths on the McLarens in front. Might just be a matter of time before he closes on to the back of that battle. But at the moment, I think, yeah, Tommy's the quickest of the two McLarens, and then Plotters is getting a DRS off Tommy. I say that Tommy's the quickest because if Plotters was quicker, Tommy would let him past, and then they'd take the DRS for each other. But Tommy's gained closer to Irish New Potato, and Irish New Potato again taking that wide line out the final corner, and Tommy's now got DRS from the car in front, and Farf and Albo I think have had a spin.
Yeah,
they've crashed into each other, Farf and Albo. I don't know what's going on there, but Farf's got wing damage, and Albo is just going incredibly slowly. I'm not quite sure if he's just letting cars in front pass. Cars behind pass, but yes, incident's gone on there. Irish and Potato gaining Immortal. And McKenty's getting past Dylan for P7 down the inside. It was just a matter of that he had the DRS. McKenty's up to 7th. Farf has... Where's Farf gone? I don't know what's happened to Farf. It's just DNF, no yellow flag, no nothing. Farf's gone. His car's not even showed up on the map where he's gone. Don't know what's going on there. But it looked like it was an instant between him and Albo. And Kenty then under pressure now from Dylan, who's just overtaken Sweet and Piece, and a good job to cling onto the back of this DRS from Menace Max. And yeah, he's gaining time, he's getting quicker every lap as well. We'll see if it's doable for Sweet to change back, but look, the McLaren driver's really gaining now, and Tommy said a few plotters, you're not having my DRS anymore, and Tommy wants to try and challenge his top two on his own. And Immortal this time I think is going to be under big pressure. Fast left the session, and I think Irish New Potato could be challenging for the lead here. He goes down the inside, I don't think there's much Immortal can do about that. Irish New Potato, for the first time in the race, takes the lead. And Tommy's going to be able to gain back on that after a bit of movement between the two at the front. Yeah, he does. So Immortal's got to watch out. He want to get that position back, but he's got to watch out for the McLaren behind. And what has happened to Farf then? He's in the Twitch chat. Send it in. Send me a message, Farf, on the old Discord. Yeah, I'm sure he's not too happy about whatever's happened there. Yeah, Immortal's foot. And look at Irish New Potato already. He's pulling away from Immortal. Look at the speed advantage. I wonder if Irish is just using all his ERS here to try and pull away a second, because he knows even if it's 9.5 tenths when they go onto the straight, that'll soon be 3.5 tenths come turn one. Young Tommy 6 tenths off Immortal, so Immortal's got to be careful. He actually gets the DRS off Irish, otherwise he'll be under pressure from Tommy. He's only just about got it. He's had a bit of a wobble, and Tommy's in the pit, so Tommy could have had a chance there to challenge Immortal, but instead he's going for the undercut. Tommy is. I wonder if it's going to be hard to the end now. And Irish New Potato is 1.7 clear of Immortal after that little slide from Immortal. But that was, yeah. I wonder if Tommy now is going to pit for the hards. If he can find a decent space, there's a few of them pitting as well, so it's about time. The pit window is now open, and Irish New Potato needs to lap for his life. He wants to stay in front of young Tommy. Does young Tommy come out into a good gap? The car's behind him in the pit, so yeah, look at this space that Tommy's got. Lovely space there for Tommy. Oh no, he's gone really deep though into turn one. He's messed up his braking zone. So it might take a bit of time to warm up. That might cost him here, but if he's quicker on this lap than Irish New Potato is, he's got a good chance. He could undercut. He'll definitely have a great chance of undercutting Immortal. Immortal's got a pit. I think his tyres are pretty close to the end. He is. Irish New Potato just pulling away all the time. I think Irish might be okay from the undercut from Tommy, just because not just that going deep in turn one from Tommy, but the pace of Irish New Potato on these mediums is still absolutely fine. I think Irish can go for another lap, unless he is just killing the life out of these tyres this lap and then preparing to come into the pits. What's happened to Farf? Same Mushroom, we're not too sure. What's happened to Irish? He's been passed by Potstuffers Argentina, and Immortal does come in the pits. Plotters then. Has he got DRS? No, he hasn't. But Immortal's in the pits. Max now goes up to third. Is anyone else going to pit? No. Will Alibi pit? No, he's not. Of course, he's on a different strategy. Argentina does pit though. Yeah, he's on some points here, Argentina, if this goes his way. But young Tommy, where will he come out in comparison to Immortal? Immortal's now coming down the end of the pit lane. It's going to be close. I think Tommy's got it. No, he hasn't. Immortal's just about kept it. Immortal has, but he's on fresh hards, and Tommy on already warmed up hards might have a chance through sector 1 and 2. I think Immortal's just about got it covered for now though. So yeah, going deep into turn 1 there for Tommy. That was the difference between the undercut working on Immortal for him and not, and he'll be kicking himself now, but he knows a long race ahead and he can definitely challenge, get a move. And of course Immortal's got no one in front of him for 4 seconds, so he'll be really susceptible with that DRS, won't he? Have a look at further battles then. Potstuff on those hard tyres, and P7 under pressure, isn't he? From Bradfield and Jake the Slayer. He's just got a 3-second penalty. Has he got a 3-second penalty there? Irish New Potato's in the pits, and I should think he'll come out just behind this battle where Jake the Slayer, Bradfield and Potstuff are fighting.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, and Bradfield's gone
there.
wide there. He'd be okay, though. He rejoins. He's got a big... Oh, he can't rejoin there. He's just shoved Jake the Slayer off the track.
Sorry, Jake.
He'll be getting a penalty for that. He's got to cut off the corner there. But Jake the Slayer definitely reporting that. Just completely shoved him off the track. Oh, horrendous racing from Bradfield. Irish New Potato comes out in 6th. And yeah, that he is clear of Immortal and Tommy, and there's a couple of cars between them, and that instant there has really helped Irish. He'd have been stuck behind Slayer and Bradfield, but he comes out in front of them now. It's helped Pot Stuff clear too as well, so Irish New Potato in a great place now, whereas Immortal and young Tommy are going to get stuck behind Jake the Slayer and Bradfield, as they are now. Sure, they won't fight it too hard, but this is really going to create a gap, and Irish New Potato, before you know it, is strong favourite for this race as we approach half distance as well. So, yeah, it's been a great race so far with anyone. And follower number 964, thank you to August Smarties for the follow, mate. What's shite Twitch saying, Marshall? No one else complains about that. No one else complains about the quality of it. Immortal goes round the outside and Jake the Slayer breaks and he concedes a position, but Tommy will be wanting some of that as well. Yeah, quality's absolutely fine for me. Must be your internet, Mushroom. And Jake the Slayer's letting Tommy through as well, which is good to see. Albo in 11th then. We think he was involved in an incident with Farf. Shad is in 12th on the hard tyres. I wonder if they'll go to the end. I'm not too sure if they will or not. Yeah, Pot Stuff might be looking to go to the end here. I'm not too sure, but Irish New Potato on fresh hards just behind him, catching up. So, yeah, it's interesting. Swittem Japine 13th, also RCN. McKenty's on mediums. I'm not sure they'll go to the end as Bradfield's got a 3-second penalty. And now he's had a spin as well. And now he's got that's the wrong way. That's it, that way.
Shit.
That way. So yeah, Bradfield, he's had a horrible couple of laps. Little incident with Jake the Slayers. Menace Max, it's a 3-second penalty up in P2. They're trying to do medium soft, the top 3, aren't they? They're definitely going for that medium soft strategy. Yeah, horror couple of laps of Bradfield. Crash with Jake the Slayer. 3-second penalty and then a spin. That could be his and the penalty, of course, could cost his race chances, and Jake the Slayer got wing damage after that collision with Bradfield as well, so he's had to pit, and that's why he let the cars behind through. So yeah, Jake the Slayer obviously getting that reported. And Immortal and Tommy, this battle. Yeah, so Tommy's got past Immortal. I've completely missed that. Tommy managed to get past Immortal somewhere. People probably screaming at me in the chat watching me. But Tommy's through, and he's just got to over a second clear as well. Can Immortal get that back before the DRS zone? The line is here, and he's just about got within DRS. Watch him close up. This is for a test for you. Watch him how he close up. Irish New Potato's going to get past Pot Stuff easily. See how much Immortal can close up with the DRS. It's not too much. He's only actually gained a good 3 attempts. He's not close enough to get a great slipstream. Didn't use much ERS, but Bradfield's spun in sector 3 again. Just got to cool those tyres down. He's got to let his teammate through, I think, as well. He's on fresh mediums. That's the last thing you want to do, is be taking Argentina, your teammate, out. And he does let him through. And he lets another car through.
Oh, I've got wing damage now.
Have you? How'd you do that?
I hit the curb and spun it near the pits.
Oh. Why is it you keep crashing? Irish New Potato's got a 3-second penalty. I think he's going to be that far clear anyway. It won't matter too much. But I'll tell you what the top 3 drivers really want is a safety car in a couple of laps to go soft to the end. But they're doing a great job. They're not giving much view time just because they're racing around their own. But Plotter's doing a great job on this strategy. Menace Max, of course, as well on fresh mediums. Don't forget. Dylan and Plotter's obviously on used mediums. So Max's tyres will be in the best condition out of these. Dylan's obviously 10 seconds further back. Alibi in P4, and yeah, he's made this medium soft strategy. He's still got to pit, of course, for the soft, but he's made this work brilliantly. Irish New Potato, his fastest lap of the race. Immortal back on Tommy. Again, yeah, he's gained up now. He's got that slipstream. Look how much he gained. Yeah, he's gained about 6 attempts. He's going for it down the inside as well. Tommy on the outside. What am I looking there? Immortal does get a 3-second penalty fighting this, but Tommy's managed to stay in front. He was 7 attempts behind when they came onto the straight, and he was ahead into turn 1. Immortal. That is the advantage you get on the straight. Will anyone stretch the mediums, go soft? Same Mushroom? Yeah, it must be pretty old. We just said the top 3 are definitely doing that, aren't they? Jake the Slayer, that's the fastest lap. Bradfield into the pits then. I wonder if he'll be... Oh, he's sticking on old hard tyres.
Oh, put mediums on. Sake.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's getting his
Let's
colours
put
all wrong.
mediums on before the pits. Good joke.
He's got to drive around out for a safety car now. Yeah, it's an interesting decision. Sweet MJP in 11th. Shadow's just in front. What's interesting me, Irish New Potato, I've got to say, is looking strong favourite for the race win, isn't he? At this stage. Getting the DRS and the cars in front as well, especially with Tommy and Immortal. Good 5 seconds behind now. It's not obviously another penalty for Irish, and Tommy is in the net lead. But it's all about when a Plotters and that going to pit. Alibi and Dylan are getting really close as well. So Alibi's obviously on fresher tyres, but he does still have to pit. And Immortal's getting back past Tommy in turn 1. Nothing Tommy can do about it that time. It's great to see Immortal in the Premier League, reserving tonight. Sweet MJP going down the inside of Shadows. Shadows going for the old switchback. This will be a great move if Shadows can make this stick, getting it back, and they nearly make contact. Sweet MJP just about gets it. Good move back from Sweet MJP, and he want to stay in front as well. He's on the fresh hard. Shadows 10 laps older. Back further in front, and Irish New Potato is looking to try and get through on Dylan and Alibi now. He might get held up a little bit here, but with Tommy and Immortal fighting all the time, it's, you know, the cars behind trying to fight that, fighting Irish New Potato for the win, are also losing out. Yeah, Plotters. Plotters and Menace Max. Their pace has been brilliant. Dylan's holding up everyone behind as well. So, especially Plotters with no penalties, he's in a really good place here. If Irish New Potato is stuck behind for another lap, but obviously Alibi is going to have the DRS 2 in front. So I think Irish has got no chance getting through. Alibi's going to get through on Dylan, I think, pretty easily. Is Irish going to go for a move as well on Dylan? He's too far back, isn't he? He's going to have to tuck back in and get held up even more. So Plotters is over 15 seconds clear. Tommy's going to move back on Immortal. Great racing between them two again. Irish New Potato is going to be 15 seconds behind, 16 seconds behind Plotters in fact, and Plotters is going to pit for fresh soft soon, and he'll come out in 8th. It could be a race between Irish New Potato and Plotters to the end. I think Plotters has done a fantastic job on those medium tyres. They started on them as well, whereas Max's were fresh. I mean, it doesn't make too much of a difference, only a few % on the tyre wear, but I wonder what those tyres are on now. But if they do 20 laps on the mediums, comfortably do 12 on the softs, then softs aren't the best race tyre around here though. Oh, and Irish going down the inside on Dylan. I think Dylan's leaving the room, but Dylan's just about got it still, isn't he? He's not going to give it up that easy, and Irish has to back out. Oh, and he's got wing damage now. I think Irish, he's just caned into the back of Dylan. I wonder if he's got an end plate missing. He's not got an end plate missing, but I think he might have wing damage. Plotters is in the pits. I think Irish might have to follow him in the pits. Let's have a look and see what he does. No, he stays out, Irish, but I think he might have minor wing damage, you know. Yeah, he just misjudged that brake. He misjudged Dylan's braking zone. So Plotters in the pits for fresh softs. I think he's going to come out in 8th, just behind this battle between Tommy. Oh, that's Plotters there. Plotters is ahead of Tommy and Immortal. So Plotters, by doing an extra 7 or 8 laps on those medium tyres, has come out ahead of his teammate. That's one hell of a note. That's unbelievable. Plotters must have been going so quick on those old mediums. What a strategy that is. He's 1.7 seconds of Irish New Potato. And before you know it, Plotters is a strong favourite for the race. And with Irish New Potato and that 3-second penalty as well. 2/3 of the way through the race. This is absolutely flown by. Been really clean as well. Only one safety car. That's for the big Equals incident. Mini Rams have lost it under the safety car. Don't happen to Farf in that incident with Albo. But yep, he can win this. Kieran saying about Plotters, and it's going to take something funny to happen if he doesn't win it, to be honest now. And he's 7/10 off Irish New Potato. Irish New Potato must have damage. He must have damage. He's going so slow, and Plotters on pot stuff here. He's going to go for it. He's going to get it done as well. And he's going to get Irish New Potato on the straight, I reckon, as well. Will Irish New Potato come in the pits this time round? He won't, so he's going to try and stay out and fight it. Alibi is now in the pits for the softs at the end. He's had a great stint. And there we go. Plotters is going to overtake Irish New Potato for the net lead of the race. And there we go. I think that Max and Dylan are just waiting for a safety car now. Whether it happens or not is another thing. And then Immortal's getting passed now by Tommy. So Tommy again trading positions with him. Alibi, he's put fresh mediums on. I don't know why he's put fresh mediums on, not fresh softs. Maybe it's another Jeff glitch. Yeah, Bradfield is about to be lapped by Max. Obviously, Max and Dylan will pit. Max will pit soon, so I should think Max will pit this lap, to be honest, because Plotters, look, is soaring through the field. Pot Stuff on Irish Sweet Potato trying to fight it around the outside. He's definitely got minor wing damage of some sort there, Irish Sweet Potato. Got to be careful they don't tag each other. It's not really the best of places to go for a move. Pot Stuff, and he soon thinks against it. And young Tommy's going to be putting him under pressure now, but Irish, I think his strategy is just going to be to fight it all the way. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to do this. He's losing a lot of time, and I think Potstuff's going to go for it here down the inside, and he does. Is he going to outbrake himself though? I think he does as well. So Irish manages to get back through. Potstuff still hanging on to that 5th place, and Immortal's right behind Tommy as well. This is a really, really close battle. And Max is now in the pits. Lissy's going to help Max. Max could be up into... Oh, I think Max is really unfortunate he couldn't go a couple more laps, because he's going to come out behind at the back of this battle. Irish Sweet Potato has had to pit though. Those tyres just couldn't do it. And Plotters now take the lead. It's going to be by quite a bit as well. Potstuff, Dylan's in 2nd, so he's staying out again. Tommy's up in the 3rd. Potstuff has been passed by Tommy. Of course, Potstuff is going to the end, but he's on a lot older tyres. Immortal's in 5th on those hards. Max in 6th on the fresh softs, and has got a 3-second penalty. Alba in 7th, he's still got to pit. Sweet MJP 8th, going to the end comfortably. So he's not looking too bad for Sweet MJP. Shadows in 9th, McKenty in 10th. Holding on to that final point, but Alibi with fresh mediums in 11th, chasing down as well. Starbus and Argentina just outside at the moment. Unfortunately, Irish Sweet Potatoes, that wing change come down all the way in 15th, after looking like he was dominating the race for a good half of it. But he's still going for the fastest lap point now. Plotters is in the lead, and Dylan will pit this lap surely. Don't say the M word. Max and Plotters class strats, absolutely. Albo gets a 3-second penalty. Max has got to try and get through this train somehow though and extend 3 seconds, but he's definitely on for a podium here, Max, at least. He could get 2nd as well if he gets through all these quickly. So obviously, can he clear 3 seconds clear of Tommy and Potstuff and avoid getting any more penalties, as Argentina's getting past Starbus down the braking zone into turn 9. He gets the move done as well. Mediums versus hards, both about the same age, and Dylan is in the pit, so Dylan will be coming in, and I should think he'll come out close to 12th. Maybe that battle between Argentina, Starbus and Ruthless Venom, but it'll be on fresh softs. It'll be so much quicker than the rest of them. And yeah, I think he's going to come out just behind that battle. In fact, Dylan just behind Ruthless Venom. And he's going to join out right in the middle of it. Let's have a look. That's the wrong car. He is right in the middle of it. He gets out in front of Ruthless Venom. Right in the, at least that's one car he doesn't have to overtake. But yeah, Dylan's going to be on a charge now. He definitely could be on for a P8 here, possibly a P7 if he really gets his skates on. And that's without any other incidents happening. So yeah, it's definitely points in this for Dylan. It's a good strategy for him, worth doing something different. Menace Max then on Immortal. Immortal's going to have the DRS going for the car in front. Max is going to go for this, isn't he? He's going to go down the inside on the braking zone. He does go for it. He's got to be careful, doesn't break into Potstuff. Immortal concedes the position, and Menace Max, he's up into P4 then. And Potstuff's really struggling. I think Max might go for another cheeky move here. Yeah, he just about gets there in time, Potstuff. And yeah, this battle between Immortal and Tommy is fading, isn't it? Just because Tommy got past Potstuff and Max got past Immortal, so there's a couple of seconds between them now. I think it'll be a matter of seconds before Max passes Potstuff. Potstuff's got the DRS from Tommy still though somehow, so it might not be as simple as that. But Max, now we go. That's because Potstuff stopped using his DRS. Albo's in the pits. McKenty's come back in the pits, so maybe he doesn't feel those tyres and go to the end. So that'll definitely bring up points opportunities for Dylan, possibly Argentina and Starbus too. Max up in the 3rd then. I should think Tommy will try his best to keep Max behind for as long as possible, because he knows that if Max gets past him, he'll easily clear 3 seconds on those fresh softs in the last 7 laps. So Tommy will definitely try and fight this. 6 seconds ahead of Tommy though is his McLaren teammate Plotters, who's absolutely come out of nowhere and taken this race by storm, as Dylan's getting past Argentina for P10. Still points in this for Argentina. He's got a penalty of course, which isn't going to help. Starbus up there in the points. Alibi doing really well in the points. He'll be closing up to Shadows soon as well, so definitely P7 possible for Alibi, as long as he doesn't crash. Nude was having none of that. Same mushroom. Yeah, he came in the pits, that wing damage, and it was just impossible to race around with. And Potstuff's on for a good P5 as well. It could be more than that, obviously, with the penalties to Max and Immortal. So Yeah, it could even be this P4 that he's in at the moment for pot stuff. I think Max will. Oh yeah, Tommy's fighting. He's using his ERS, isn't he? There's no fight in this though. Even with Tommy using his ERS, look at that. That is just ridiculous. The advantage Max has there. Fresh softs against old hards. ERS, DRS, slipstream. What more can you want? Brilliant there for Max. But Tommy's got a D. Oh, and the Immortals crashed. I just flicked to him because I see he was within he was a tenth behind pot stuff. He's lost his whole front wing. So again, unfortunately, Immortals lost an opportunity at big points to bring other people in. Obviously, Immortals just reserved. I flicked to him because I saw it was a tenth between him and pot stuff, and then I just see that happen. I don't know what on earth's happened there. I don't know if they made contact or whether he just tried to pull away from it and then went flying into the wall. But big shame for Immortal there, unfortunately. So he'll be coming in for fresh softs, trying to go for the fastest lap point. Tommy's done a really good job to hold on to Menace Max though, isn't he? Max not really closing up. Shadows, yeah, Immortal's just sensibly getting out of the way. Yeah, and Dylan, we said he was 13th when he came out of the pits, and we said he's a good chance for some points here. He's already up in the P9. It'll soon be P8 when he gets past Immortal. So, well, he could even be on for P5 then, because the car's up to 5th. And Potstuff and Sweet MJP, two incredibly quick drivers. They've not had the best of seasons. They're both in the bottom half. But they finally look like they're going to get some really good points between the both of them, which is great to see. I'll be really happy about this at the moment. Immortal will be coming in the pits. Oh no, Immortal's just completely taken out Argentina there. He sat on the racing line. It's a virtual safety car.
Oh, fuck off.
Immortal's sat there on the racing line. He's swooped across, completely wiped Argentina's wheel off. I'm sure Argentina's not going to be happy about that. I'm not quite sure what Immortal was doing there. But he's in the pits now. McKenty's there. McKenty stayed out, overtaking Immortal. Jake Desayer's come in the pits. He had to as well. Immortal is going to carry on, but yeah, Argentina's not going to be happy with that. And I don't think I would be if I was Argentina either. But Bradfield is yeah, he's having fun out there by himself. Yeah, Jonesy's put a ghost in the chat. Yeah, I think he's a bit scared after that crash. I would be. Yeah, no safety car, which is good in a way. It doesn't ruin the race. The plotters be thanking God that it's not a safety car. Yeah, we're on board with that at the time, though. And Immortal he has swooped across and back on the racing line without wing damage. Wing damage, there was no wing. And then, and Plotters has had a really poor restart, hasn't he? He's lost over a second, and little should it matter, really. But obviously being cautious, trying to avoid a drive-through penalty. And Irish Super Potato is getting past Rufus Venom. So Irish Super Potato is back up in the points. He's fighting his way through. He's got that 3-second penalty. But then again, everyone else behind's got a penalty. So Irish Super Potato has got that P10 at the moment, which every point counts, isn't it? So, and Shadow's getting passed by Alibi. Alibi up in the P6. Really good effort from him. He's got his Alpha Tauri teammate in front. I'm sure Alibi will be nice enough to let him have the points. Obviously, Alibi is an Alpha Tauri driver himself in the championship. But as long as Shadows isn't challenging too much behind, I don't think Alibi will be pushing his teammate to give away his Premier League points, which are really important. Let's have a look where they are in the stands. I know. Yeah, he didn't mean it at all, saying Argentina. Yeah, I know he didn't mean it. I could see it as well when he saw him come in the pits. I know he didn't. I know he wouldn't mean to do it, but did come onto the racing line, which is unfortunate. Of course, it's hard to judge how slow and how fast the car's going to be behind when he got damage like that. And Irish has got another 3-second penalty, but still should be enough for that P10. But yes, he should have just got off the track there, Immortal. But yeah, Argentina not taking him to heart, which is good. Top guy, as always. Yeah, sweet MJP. I think he'll be asking his teammate to slow down a little bit because he wants this P5. I've just got to look in the standings, completely forgot. Let me go and have a look. So Premier League standings, yes, sweet MJP, he's 19th with 6 points. So he won't want his teammates to be overtaking me. He wants every point he can get. 6 points in the relegation zone. If he can get this P5, he'll go up to 14th in the standings. So it's a big difference between this 5th and 6th, really. It could make a difference towards the end of the season. Irish Super Potato getting past Starbus and Rufus Venom getting past by Albon. McKenty setting the fastest lap as well. McKenty, the fastest lap master. He's done that quite a lot this season. And Jake Desayer's getting past Immortal. I think Immortal's had another spin, isn't he? His tyres are a bit dirty. I think he's been on some of the green stuff. So yeah, unfortunately for him. It's not been the best of races. Off a fantastic start and a fantastic qualifying. Yeah, what happened to this Immortal and Irish New Potato battle then, eh? Never pans out how you expect, does it? None of it does. And this top three, it's going to be McLaren 1-2 at the moment, isn't it? Menace Max has pulled clear the DRS from Tommy, but he's used the best life of those soft tyres, so it's just a matter of, as McKenna gets a 3-second penalty, just a matter of whether Max can clear 3 seconds of Tommy. I think it'll be harder than it looks. But yeah, that is going to be the top three on the podium unless something goes horribly wrong for them. Pot stuff comfortably got 4th. Again, just all about avoiding mistakes for him now. Shadders is in 7th. The thing is though, Dylan there in 8th. If he has stonking last 3 laps, he could potentially, he could catch up to this AlphaTauri battle, couldn't he? Whether he can overtake them is another thing, but Rufus Venom getting past Albo there. I've not seen these two too much today. They've had a relatively quiet race, but that's a good thing sometimes. You're not being involved in the incidents and that, so quietly come around and get points. Like I said Equals earlier, I thought he didn't have the best of the season. I haven't seen too much of Equals this season. He's not missed a couple of races, but he's still up in 6th in the standings, so going under the radar is a good thing, I think. And Rufus Venom's going wide on his hard tyres, and Albo's going to try and go for the old switchback, and they've got to be careful. Albo's on the outside, and Rufus Venom, he won't turn in there, was he? Albo goes wide and gets a 3-second penalty, but he gets that move and he's in front now. Yeah, Dylan catching up to Shadow. I think he's had a poor exit there. Yeah, he's lost a couple of attempts, so just we go on board with him. How long is Menace Max's penalty saying thrown off? And first time viewer, it is just a 3-second penalty. Yeah, it is. So, and he's gained 4 attempts in the last lap. So I think Tommy's going to have enough. Max has used all the life of those tyres, I think, at the start of that stint. I think Tommy will just have enough to stay within that range. And yeah, Dylan has really been held up by Shadders, isn't he? He needs to get past Shadders here and then have an absolute stonker of a lap to have an opportunity to catch up to the AlphaTauris. I just don't think it's going to happen, so I think Alibi is going to... Yeah, and Alibi is... Yeah, he's not overtaking his teammate. He wants his teammate to get those points. He's going slow. You can see he's backing off, and Albo's getting past Rufus Venom again. Venom must have gotten back somewhere along the lap, which we didn't see. Yeah, I think Plotter's in the lead. It's just, yeah, he's being caught, and Bradfield's ghosting. That's because he's being lapped. He's pitted for fresh softs and not for the fastest lap. That's why. Immortal's got the fastest lap though. It's going to be hard to beat. That was set on 3-lap-old softs though, so the chance it could still be beaten. Yeah, those 3 towards the back. Immortal, Jake, and Bradfield all had instants in the race, and yeah, they're just going for the fastest lap point now. So if you're new to us in PBE, we do go for fastest lap no matter where we are, as long as we finish the race. Doesn't matter, you don't have to be in the top 10. Irish New Potato, yeah, I think Starbus going to take a 9th for him. He's got 6 seconds, isn't he, Irish? Yeah, he has. So Starbus looking good for that P9, unless he gets a penalty himself. Oh, for goodness sake, I've jinxed the hell out of that, haven't I? Starbus gets a 3-second penalty to Irish now. He's looking good for the 9th himself. Tommy's, yeah, last lap then. Plotters has started the last lap, and Tommy has got a second spare, although Max is pulling away. It's now 9 tenths nearly. And Alibi, yeah, Dylan's not going to have enough, unfortunately, to catch up to the AlphaTauri team. Alibi's got enough to get past Sweet MGP, I'm sure, but he's just keeping behind him, letting Sweet MGP have those points. And yeah, I think Tommy's got enough. I think this is going to be a McLaren 1-2, then Plotters and Tommy, and then Max join them on the podium after a really poor qualifying. Yellow flag is for Shadders having off. So Shadders reserving. He should still keep that P9 unless he makes another mistake somewhere. Oh, but his tyres are really struggling, aren't they? And Starbus going for the move, and Starbus gets it done. Starbus has got to pull 3 seconds out over him, though. Of course, I don't know if Shannon's got damage there from whatever's gone on. But Plotter's really starting to slow down now, isn't he? I wonder if he's just nursing those tyres in the final sector now. It's been an absolute masterclass. Medium soft strategy there for Plotters, and it's won the race. He's come out of nowhere. Jake the Slayer sets the fastest lap, but Plotters comes home, he crosses the line, and Plotters wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Menace Max crosses the line second. Tommy's going to take it off him though. It's the McLaren 1-2. Things you love to see for them. Plotters and young Tommy will be absolutely ecstatic about that. Max with a fantastic third. Look at this, Pot Stuff in 4th. Great race from him. Sweet MJP in 5th. Best finish of the season for both of them. Alibi in 6th, reserving, back in the Premier League where he was racing last season on a Friday night. I think he wants to get back after that. It's his best result of the season. Really good effort. Dylan does get 7th in the end. Irish New Potato managed to stay ahead of Shadders then. after Shallows had a spin on the final lap, whatever it was. So Irish Potato, fair play, and stuck at it, didn't he? Got some decent points still. Shallows in 9th and Starburst in P10. They're getting that final point. The fastest lap did go to Jake the Slayer in the end, so I'm sure he'll be quick to get that in the fastest lap channel. We only just nicked it off Immortal by less than a tenth. That was a fantastic race, and that top 3 thoroughly deserved that podium. And then 4th and 5th as well. Love to see them getting some decent points too. Let's go AT, saying Alibi, yeah, in the team that he actually raced for on the Thursday as well. Yeah, as we were saying this season, best finishes. Sweet MGP was 7th in Italy, Potstuff was 6th in Netherlands, so it's the best finishes of the season. 4th and 5th for them. Tommy matches his best finish of the season with a 2nd as well. And then Plotters, first win of the season for him. Driver of the day, let's give it to Alibi. Obviously we do our own vote, but it's the 3rd podium each for Plotters and Tommy of the season. Menace Max podium number 5, and he's pulling away in the standings, isn't he? Especially if Irish only picking up a couple of points. And yeah, win number 1 of the season for Plotters. Sixth different race winner on the grid this season. Loving that. We'll get them in for their interview in a minute. I think Bradfield was lapped in the end. But yeah, we've got a win last season, Plotters. But it's number 2 for him. As for young Tommy on his 70th appearance, it's 23rd podium. Look at that. Making use of cryptic statistics. Reeling them off there. Jonesy with all sorts of emojis in there. And yeah, it's a McLaren 1-2 saying Tommy. Well, I'm sure we'll hear a lot about it when we get him in the party, which we'll do so now. Yeah, that top 3, so consistent. Have a quick look through the standings as well to see what it does for them. And we'll work out the points in a minute. Just get them their invite. But what a race that was. Really, really clean race as well for the majority as well. One of the best of the season. But well done to everyone. Couple of incidents, you're always going to have that, but enjoy that one. Sent them all invites sent. They're all getting themselves in the party, hopefully. Well in, lads, saying Argentina on the Discord as well, yeah. Oh, could have done better if Jeff put me on soft, saying quickly, yeah, I've wondered why I went on the mediums, but obviously it was a mistake from the game, putting him on the wrong tyres. But yeah, I'm sure he could have overtaken Sweet MGP at the end if he wanted to, but backed off, didn't he? Anyway, yeah, these 3 are eager to get their thoughts on that race. We're going to start with only one place we can start. Got to start with Plotters. P1, what a strategy. When did you think of doing that?
It was the first. I was racing in a party with Tommy, and it was the first when the safety car came out, and I sort of said, "Well, what's your tyre life like?" And he said, "Oh, I'm on sort of 20%," and I was still on 13. So I thought, if I can manage sort of the mediums well enough, then I can just sort of switch onto the softs without having losing too much time. And the mediums still felt, even when I pitted, the mediums still felt like a really, really good tyre. So yeah, it sort of all worked out really well.
Yeah, your pace on those mediums were incredible, and the fact that obviously Tommy pitted for the hards earlier on, and then you came out in front of him as well. As again, something that really helped. Obviously, you wouldn't have seen so much, but throughout the field, there's so much battling. Obviously, Tommy, I don't know if you're in, like you say, you're in party with him, but stuck in battles midfield. Good thing about doing that strategy, obviously, you get clean air as well, and then was that fun on the softs and the overtaking at the end? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it was nice. I was slightly concerned. I didn't know the sort of pace advantage that I'd have and whether I'd get stuck in a DRS train, but luckily I managed to get by Potstuff and Irish quite easily, and that just, from then on, it was just not about making no mistakes and not getting any penalties.
Absolutely, yeah. 2 of the things I always say, absolutely key, but fantastic race to Plotters. First win of the season, and go on to his teammate as well. I don't think Tommy cares about being second to Plotters, as long as that McLaren team are 1-2. That's all that matters, isn't it?
First of all, let's fucking go McLaren 1-2, fucking finally. Yeah, I don't really care where I end up. My only target was to stay in P2 and keep that gap to Menace Max close enough. And yeah, I'm surprised I did it.
Yeah, it was a cracking race, mate. Obviously, you're battling with Immortal for a long time. What was that like?
Yeah, it was intense, I would say. I was low on ERS for the whole battle, and yeah, it was always a switchback every lap. It felt like, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, to be honest. It was a clean battle.
Yeah, oh, good to see. It was great to see some decent racing. Obviously, this season's been really hard adapting to the new game, but lovely to see. And then Menace Max as well. We were absolutely gutted for him in qualifying with that connection issue. Couldn't get a lap set in Q2, but a podium out of that. Is there anything he can't do, Menace Max?
There's many things I can't do to be fair, but yeah, that one just seemed to fall right for me with the same strategy as Plotters. He was very quick in the clean air, and I couldn't get the gap below 3.5 seconds. And there was a lot of good battles up and down the field that I was involved in as well. So it was a pretty exciting race, to be honest. And at the end, of course, Tommy on the hards was very quick, and the softs just they'd gone a bit. So yeah, he managed to stay in 3 seconds and deserved the P2. So yeah, you can't be too unhappy though with that from P14. So yeah.
The 3 second penalty, obviously, that caused that
Yeah.
McLaren 1-2. How did that happen?
Um, I think I got a bit of oversteer on in the middle, the chicane in the middle. That's not the best. So yeah, I think I just went a bit wide and got the penalty. So it's unfortunate, but they happen.
Anyway, yeah, podium out of that. Absolutely fantastic. Gained 11 positions in the race.
Yeah, thank you.
In terms of the standings for these three, Plotters with that wins down to 79. Young Tommy with those points goes up to 87, and it's 89 for Irish, 89 for Tango. It's so close there, but yeah, Menace Max with those 15 points. That now puts him 30 points clear of that battle between the four drivers behind. So yeah, starting to pull away. One of those four drivers needs to start to catch up to him a little bit before he starts running away with it. Halfway mark is next week though. And obviously tomorrow night is the Champions League. So we'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you. Good night.